Hey everyone, Slayer here to introduce Nasty and Friends from BDC Studios, a podcast where two friends who met in the Army Reserves get together and talk about shit. One's a firefighter and the other has a funny laugh. So sit back, get rid of your kids, and hold on to your because it's about to get nasty, friends.
Welcome to Nasty and Friends with Pagnasty and Spicy Motherfucking Brown.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nasty and Friends podcast. I am Spicy Brown. I'm sitting here with my main man, Pagnasty.
Present.
Yeah, what up, Vato?
Not much, man. It's good to be back in BDC Studios.
It's been a long time.
It's been a very long time. This is episode 34.
Yup.
We had a prison call, not too long ago. But it's fucking great. I love the ramp up to podcasting.
Oh,
I know
Christ.
we talked about it before, but it's like we always text like once or twice a day. There's always a call at some point. It's just fucking beautiful. So this whole week just been pumped.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, it's like practice, and then it says like it's game day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a big weekend. I always say that. It's Memorial Day weekend.
Respect.
On top of that, we got some special guests coming in. We're going to be recording a few episodes this weekend. This is the first one, episode 34, which is following our last prison call, PC5. I've seen you, and we'll get into that. We had an event, so we got to hang out when we weren't podcasting, which was fun. But it's just different.
Yeah,
every
it's very
time I see you, we're
different.
fucking recording.
Like I'd say something, and then I'd like look randomly off, and I'm like, oh, what are you looking at? I'm just looking at the computer to make sure everything's we're out in the woods. Like I don't know. But yeah, no, it's great because that's the first time that we've hung out. And I know you said we'll get into it, but first time we've hung out, not podcasting in a while.
Right.
So it was awesome.
Yeah, man.
It was awesome.
So we're just able to chill and get fucked up without recording, which I like getting fucked up and recording. But either way, no, it's good, man. It's good to have you here. It's going to be a fantastic weekend. We're going to be feasting. I smoked a motherfucking beef brisket yesterday. Yeah. Turned out the best beef brisket I've ever smoked. It's phenomenal. I can't wait for you to try it.
Yeah, I dipped my balls in it earlier when you were
Good.
not in the room. So yeah, I could tell just by the tenderness of it that it's phenomenal. So it's going to be awesome to bust into. So
yeah, we got that. We got some collard greens. We got some baked beans. We're going to put some onion and maybe a little jollies in there. And
of course the nachos for
bacon.
late night.
It's not just for late night. Dude, I thought about... I was at the store, and I was thinking about taking shit up a notch because I like to take things up a notch. Instead of getting the jollies, the jalapenos, I thought about getting some hobbies, dude.
Oh, shit.
And those are $8.99. The habaneros are $8.99 a pound, but they're tiny. So you could probably get 10 of them and still be like at $1 or $2. But habaneros are no fucking joke, ladies and gentlemen. Do not eat habaneros unless you know what the fuck you're doing. Maybe you take the seeds out.
Yeah, I think I had said this, but because we've had Thomas on when Thomas and Sarah were on, and I can't remember if we talked about it on that podcast where I told you, but he was at Thanksgiving. Did we talk about that on that episode? I don't remember.
I don't either.
But I think it was the first Thanksgiving that Sarah was around, and I think it was at his family or whatever. They just got done eating, and he went to this pepper tree. He's like, oh, it's a pepper. Plucked it and just threw the whole pepper into his mouth, and it was a habanero pepper.
Oh, Jesus.
And he's just like, ugh, he ended up throwing everything up and shit. So, yeah, they're not... I don't like to fucks with them too much, but...
No.
Yeah, it would have been a game changer for sure, but it would have been fucked up tonight. Like oh, so much hotter.
And we've been going. It's almost like a tradition now. But we're doing pork ass with it. This time we're doing brisket on it.
Yeah.
And then the same, we'll throw some onions, some jollies. We're gonna throw I get that hot like pepper jack cheese in there.
Yeah.
That has a kick to it, and then some sharp cheddar and whatever else we want to put on there. Some black beans. There's some of the baked beans with the bacon and shit in there. It's going to be good, dude.
Yeah, it's going to be phenomenal.
That's if we're still awake now. We got a couple
we'll still be awake, for sure.
I'll be passed the fuck out. Well, let's set the scene up. We're in BDC Studios. It's BDC Studios 3, I believe.
3 or 4.
3 or
because
4.
we had the original BDC Studios, and then
yeah.
we had my temporary place for BDC Studios, and then I thought there was another one that we had done some. I don't remember. Yeah, 3 or 4, but yeah.
It's 4, if not.
Yeah, 4, I think. Yeah. So.
But, so we're posted up. We got the American flag that we're podcasting on. That sounds disrespectful as fuck.
Yeah.
It's all respect. We got YouTube playing in the background, and we just have 80s music on. It was Mr. Roboto.
By Styx.
Yeah, actually just the videos. We got it on mute, but yeah. Mr. Roboto by Styx. This, I don't know what this is, but...
I've seen it before, but I'm not for sure either. So, but yeah, we'll see where it goes. We'll keep you updated. If it takes a turn, like that one time we were podcasting and this chick was just randomly shaving this other chick's
got the
vag.
weird Asian like porn.
So,
that was awesome.
Which we like. I mean, we're not complaining.
That.
So like that'd be weird. It'd be kind of cool actually if it started from 80s and then ended up somewhere
Japanese
along
porn.
there.
But some of that Japanese porn they censor it, and I don't know why you would even
weird.
watch that.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm out. Also in BDC Studios, we got the recording light on.
Yes.
We got the MILF pouring out.
Oh, of course.
We got the Batman, Superman
Action
sexual
figures out.
position. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sipping. I got 2 drinks. I'm double fisting right now. I got a Yingling traditional lager.
Shouts out Dane.
Shouts out Dane. Shouts out Dane Train, aka Dane Magic, aka the Loop City Raper, aka
Mike P.
aka
Dane drinks Mike's Hard Lemonade.
yeah. He's got a lot of aliases. Shouts out Dane for the Yingling. I'm also sipping on some Tito's.
Yeah.
With a little Tito's vodka with a little bit of lemonade in there.
Yeah.
With a strawberry Pedialyte packing in there.
Oh,
so it's like a vodka strawberry lemonade.
You're hydrating and drinking. I like it.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
I just got the old. Well, actually, it's not just a regular Captain press that I usually drink, but yeah, it is Captain, but it's 100 proof because you got some. Or by the way, happy birthday, late
thanks.
birthday. So
Thanks,
that's
man.
fucking awesome. 21, right?
Yeah, 21.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. All the drinking before was just joking around.
Oh, yeah.
You don't drink underage.
No,
that's
no
not
way.
supported here. So,
no way.
But yeah, dude, that's fucking awesome. Did you do anything awesome for it or?
No, yeah. I just met some friends for lunch. Went down to Catfish Lake. Had some good food down there. It was maybe 10 of us. And then went on the deck over the lake and drank some beers and hung out. Came home. I was a little faded. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little faded by the time I even got home. We were sipping on that 100 proof Captain Morgan, and I was just drinking beer. We started at like noon. And then my mom, my nephew, my nieces were already at my house.
Oh, that's awesome.
Alone. And they got the code. They're like, where you at? I was like, oh shit, I didn't think you were coming till like 5.
Right.
So I came home and what did we do? We just made some tacos, and then my sister came with her fiance. So yeah, we just hung out, did some gifts, did some cake. And no, it was fun. The next day I did a trade day.
Yeah.
Trade day at Lowe's. So I was at a slow firehouse. We didn't do anything. Made it for a long day.
Yeah, it must have been because I know, you gave me a copy of your schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So like when we were texting, I was at work. You're like, hey, I'm at the firehouse, and I like Greg to keep the schedule right there.
Oh yeah.
Usually I'm working when we do most of our business.
Yeah.
And I was like, I must be doing a trade day because this is technically on your days off. So
yeah, and how a trade day works is, somebody works for you and you get paid. You're clocked in like you're actually at work. The thing that sucks is you got to pay them back. So when I went to Kansas City to see the Run the Jewels concert and hang out with you and JPEGs and podcast, I needed somebody to work for me. Mm-hmm. So my buddy Sully worked for me. So for that pay cycle, it was like I didn't miss a day, anything.
Right.
He didn't get paid for anything. I got paid like I was at work. What sucks is when it's time to do payback. Like, hey, remember you owe me 24 hours, motherfucker?
Right.
You want to do it this day? I said, yeah. Only problem was he got moved to another station because we got some brand new guys, candidates.
Yeah.
So I was way out west.
Right.
It's a different world out there.
I think if I was to do that, I would think you would want to get yours done first. Like, yeah, I'll work for you, and then you just cash in whenever you need it. Like, I feel that would be better. But I mean, obviously, you need the day. So
Right.
you find it. But that's awesome that you guys could do that too.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It saves vacation time and shit like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So it works out. It's always great getting a trade day. But then when it's time to pay back, you're like, fuck.
Now, do you have to do it in a certain amount of time, or does it?
They say to do it, I think, a year, but there's people that wait 3 years. They don't even keep that good track of it. So you got to kind of keep track of it yourself. But no, so I did that. So I didn't get too crazy my birthday night. And then yesterday, just hung out, prepping for the motherfucking podcast. It went to sushi, which I went to sushi twice in the last month. I told you. I've been like fiending it.
Dude, it's good. Mm-hmm. I love it.
Yeah, there's a new spot in my town. It's really, really good. I think I talked about that before on the podcast. Umami and chefs out of New York City and trained under one of the best sushi chefs in America, I guess. And, it's just really good, dude.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Update to the YouTube videos. We have now somehow got on a list of Jimmy Fallon videos, so that's where it's headed.
Well,
so
I know Jimmy Fallon and I'm gonna say Paul Rudd. Maybe they did some remake of some '80s song.
Yeah,
I think I saw a clip of it once.
I think that's probably what this
That
is.
might be what
That's Jack Black. So
oh yeah,
Jack Black and Jimmy Fallon.
Okay.
So, but yeah, so same genre.
yeah, we'll take it.
But
Before we get too deep, I think we get what we need to get out of the way. You know what I'm saying?
get to the matter at hand.
Yeah.
100%. So
the backstory. It was episode 30.
episode 30. Yeah.
Episode 30. If you didn't listen to it, we'll just give you a quick recap. Me and my man Pagnasty, we did a tribute to the show, the YouTube channel, Hot Ones, and the show is First We Feast is the name of the show. where they do
the channel's First We Feast.
The channel's First We Feast.
Hot,
The show is Hot Ones.
Yep.
And they just eat spicy hot wings and interview people, and then the wings get exponentially hotter. We got some sauces that started off real low. I think like Texas Pete or
Tapatio, not one of them.
Tapatio. It wasn't. It was what was it? The devil. But it doesn't matter.
Devil's lettuce.
The devil's lettuce. We started off real light.
Excuse me.
Something not as hot as jalapeno. We ended up with something that was supposed to be 500,000 Scoville units or whatever. We got some stuff with volcanic peppers. We got the actual show that they made at the on the show, Hot Ones, made by Heatonist. So we had 10 sauces, but we couldn't find the hottest sauce that they use on the show, which is Blair's Mega Death Sauce with Liquid Rage.
Yep, sold out everywhere. And then, so we did the challenge. We did the Mad Dog 357, and then we did this Melinda's Red Sevilla hot sauce, which was a bogus sauce. Yeah, it wasn't hot at all.
They had that hot pepper in it, but it was a very small amount, so that wasn't even nothing. So we figured that was it. We did the challenge. It was a suckfest. I had a blast, and since then we've both been
and since it was a letdown, like we had said, if we ever happen to come across it, we'll redo it. Because I said it originally because I was like, "There's no way, like we won't ever get a bottle of it or anything like that," and because I just didn't want to leave you guys hanging. Because I know I talked to some of you listeners afterwards, and you guys were just laughing your dicks and vages off because it was so funny and how much pain we were in.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Yeah, I get it, but if we ever do come across it, we'll own up to it. We'll do it. We'll get it done because that's who we are.
Right.
We're, live up to our word."
Absolutely.
Well, not even 2 weeks later?
Yeah. It might have been longer than that. No, it might have been longer than that. I don't know. A couple weeks later, I just happened to be looking at hot sauce online, and fucking Blair's Mega Death was in stores. It was in a bunch of the different stores. So I found it, ordered it, and then we did a prison call, I think, that night, right?
The night that you ordered it,
The night I ordered
it just happened to work out.
So I thought about fucking surprising you next time we podcast. I was like, there's no fucking way I could wait that long. Plus, I was worried like maybe you would see it and then buy it, and then we'd have 2 bottles.
Right, and then we were going to see each other and be around each other for days, a whole weekend without podcasting. And you're like, there's no way I'll be able to not tell you in that time. So
I had to tell you. So we got is a bottle of Blair's Mega Death Sauce with Liquid Rage. And then I also found Dave's Insanity Sauce, which for a long time claimed to be the hottest sauce in the world. That was a long time ago. There's way hotter sauces now. The Blair's Mega Death is still in the bottle. And the bottle is still locked up.
Yeah,
wrapped up, and it comes with the
unopened
skull, keychain skull that says Blair's on it. It's that mean, angry red,
right?
Almost that looks kind of like the Mad Dog 357.
Yeah, and you nasty saw it if you follow us on Facebook. Right. You posted there. I don't remember. Did you post it on the gram? I can't remember. If not, we will. We'll post it just so you guys, because the bottle is just intimidating as fuck.
It is. Yeah, we'll definitely post a picture. It says suggested uses. Be warned: this sauce contains ingredients 500 times hotter than a jalapeno chili. Use sparingly. Not recommended for use without dilution. There's a bunch of warnings on here. Also, kind of like the Mad Dog, the product contains the hottest known ingredients on the planet Earth. Please use with extreme caution. There's multiple warning labels on here, and it's just an angry dark red, and you can see pepper seeds in it, and it's.
We're gonna be in Suckville once again.
Be in Suckville
for sure.
Also, I got the Dave's Insanity hot sauce, and it says the original hottest sauce in the universe. And I did try this, and it sucked. It hit me hard. I looked it up, and I was like, it's only like 200,000 Scoville units or something like that. I think it's hotter than that. It sucks. I mean, we're gonna suck. This says a great cooking ingredient for sauces, soups, or stews. Also strips waxed floors and removes the driveway grease stains. Enjoy.
Just in case.
And this also has a bunch of warnings, and it says, use this product 1 drop at a time. Keep away from eyes, pets, and children. Not for people with heart, respiratory problems. Shake well and refrigerate after opening. So, there's a scale on it, and the scale's all the way topped out at Insane Plus. So, yeah, dude. So we'll get this out of the way.
Yeah,
we got some whole wheat Cheez-Its. We'll put a couple drops on them. We'll eat them. and then we'll push past it.
Yeah. So we were talking like, because we don't have very many questions or anything like that. But I was telling you one of her ideas, and I'm getting it pulled up for whatever reason. When you told me this, and I was reflecting and I was thinking about it, because you got to hear us how bad it sucks for us. So like we're going through it, and I just instantly busted up laughing because I just envisioned you eating the mega death sauce and then just reading One Fish, Two Fish from Dr. Seuss, just reading the poem.
I'm all in.
So I figured that we would just bring up like Dr. Seuss poems. We'll eat it, and then like if you want to go first, we'll just go at the same time, and then we'll just try to. Because the thing is, if you eat it first and I watch you, I may not be like no. No, you know
we
what I mean?
do it. We got to do it at the same time.
So so I think that's probably what we'll do if that's cool with you.
Absolutely. So maybe we'll both eat. Let's both eat the Dave's Insanity.
Yeah.
And then you read one.
Okay.
And then we'll take a break. We'll get into something, and then we'll do the Blair's.
Oh, you want to take a break, get into something else, then jump into it, or you?
Well, no. I mean, a few minutes, I think.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Because it's going to take 10 minutes.
It might take us 3 hours to recover.
It'll take a few minutes just to get semi back to normal.
Right. Yeah.
I don't want to be in severe pain and then go right into Megadeth sauce. But however we feel, I'm flexible, dude.
Yeah.
You want to go bang bang? I'll bang bang all day.
For sure. So. I'm just looking at shit. Sorry, I should have been more prepared, but I just now thought of it because we were just so much shit to get done.
No, it's all good, dude. It's all good, my man.
Oh, come on. Bastards. We may just end up talking through it because all the shit they're like, buy the book. I ain't gonna fucking do that shit. But
that's fine. While you're looking that up, I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to True Arrogance Podcast.
Yeah.
My man Goose said they called it quits. I don't know.
Did they really?
Yeah. I don't know if it's because of the distance or sometimes they beef. I've been listening to some of their podcasts, and so every now and then they beef. So I don't know if that's part of the show or if that's real or if this is distance, because one lives around here, another one lives in Denver area. So I don't know if it's because of that, but shouts out. Hopefully you guys get it back together because I enjoy listening. Also, or if Goose, you just go solo. But anyway, shouts out to those fucks. I don't know if I talked about it on the podcast, but I met up with them at the fights, the VFC.
Yeah.
Talked to them for a bit. We had fun. A lot of fun. And then June 3rd, VFC has fights at the Stir Concert Cove. Mm-hmm. And so good luck to Tower. I got my tickets. He came down.
That's technically next weekend. So.
Yeah, that's right. So he came down to the firehouse and gave him a tour. He sold me some tickets, so me and my shorty Camus, we're gonna go see the fight.
It's gonna be fucking awesome.
Wish
I could go, but
I know.
Can't leave JPEGs and G back home alone. It's a far distance, but I'll be there in spirit. It's fucking awesome.
For sure.
We send him our logo, and he's gonna be putting our Nasty and Friends podcast logo on his fighting shorts.
Fight shorts, yeah.
So he said once he gets that done and like banners and shit. So I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
So hopefully he just fucking kills and he does well. Nothing but love to him.
Yeah. So. Nothing but love, Tower. And then just looking at him, he was in the fucking zone, And I had a couple questions for him, and I asked him, where you at mentally and everything. And he said this is like the best training camp he's had. I think it's weight cut. Because if you remember, he's got diabetes.
Yeah.
So he's
got the diabetes.
He's got to check his blood sugar, and which is a big deal anyway. But then when you're trying to cut weight, it can be very dangerous. He said he's having a great fight camp. He's cutting weight well. I think
he
fights
fighting
at 155, and I think when I saw him, he was this was maybe a week ago, like 168, whatever.
Yeah.
So he said by on this, I believe he'll weigh in June 2nd, probably in the day, and then fight June 3rd at night.
Yeah.
So no, he's excited, and I think he said this week he's fine. He said so. This upcoming week is the week he said is the hardest. The week right before, because he's anticipating the fight, and he's ready to fight and get it in, and. But he was in great spirits. He's motivated, and shouts out Tower and good luck, dude.
Yeah, I'm excited for him. So I know you'll keep me updated and shit like that. So should have you like Periscope or something or Facebook Live. So
yeah, dude, it should be crazy, man.
All right, well, you ready to do this?
Oh, I think I'm ready.
Fuck it. We don't have the poems. I couldn't find it. You gotta buy stuff. I didn't want to be on my phone like we're trying to talk either. I said, my fault. We can get through it. So trust me. You'll know how bad it is. Hopefully, it doesn't sound as bad as us eating the wings. Like I was listening to it back. I'm like, God, it just sounds awful. So sorry for everybody who had to listen to it, but
And I went with the Cheez-Its because it's not as light. If we would have went to Tostito chips, that's too crunchy. People would be like, what the fuck?
Right.
So, and I don't know if you want to drip these on there or just put them on the plate and we dip them. That might be the easiest.
Yeah, let's just probably do that.
Okay.
So I wouldn't put much, So, because we don't even have milk. We just have our, it's fucking way more than.
You got to get a healthy amount on.
I ain't doing that with the fucking Megadeth though. So this one again, which one is this? This
okay.
is the.
So we're about to eat Dave's Insanity Sauce.
And we're only doing two.
Yep.
Two today.
So this is the original hottest sauce on the universe, Dave's Insanity Sauce, and they are out of.
Dave's house.
This is a product out of Costa Rica.
They don't fuck around down there.
But it also has San Francisco, California on here. Dave's Gourmet Inc. is out of California, but it says it also says product of Costa Rica. So.
Well, let's do this, sucker. Dip in and.
Oh yeah, I got a good amount on there. I'm gonna get 2 chips in.
Yeah, that's smart. Make a little sandwich. Make sure I don't have any on my hands. Cheers.
Oh, we should be gloved up for this.
Fuck. I am. I'm wearing one on my wiener. Okay, so it hits.
Right away. Yeah, right away.
It's not bad.
No.
It's building up. Mm-hmm. I can feel it. Yep.
Yeah.
Now there it is.
The back of my throat.
Yep. Yeah, I think so. And I know. I'm sorry about the noise. We're just so it sucks, but it's definitely not as bad as 357 for sure.
No.
That was horrible. That's the one I got the hiccups on.
Yeah, it's not good. It's hurting and it's building. It's still building for me. Now my tongue is starting to feel it. The back of my throat's feeling it.
Well, so when I there's different strategies to do it.
Okay.
I bit on like as far back as I can. Like I didn't bite up front and chewed. I chewed like the back teeth. For some reason, I just feel better if it just hits like there and like hits.
Not your lips.
Yeah, not the lips or anything. Because I figure with all the saliva and shit. Is it hot in here or what?
I'm immediately sweating.
Yeah, I can see it.
It sucks, man. And there's no good flavor there.
No, not at all.
Like some of them, especially like when he comes to the machine or chocolate lava, those are hot, but it's really, really good flavor. Mm-hmm. Like it's just cayenne and like heat.
Yeah.
Like habanero and all that other shit.
I'm not gonna lie. Right now, it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
No, it's not. It's not.
Like it still stings and it's getting there, but it's. I mean, if you remember on episode 30 when we did the 357, it was instant, like hiccups and
pain. Yeah,
shit like that. So I'm feeling a little bit better right now. So it's getting there.
Yeah, me too. That's not
as bad as what I thought. Like you were saying, it was pretty fucking bad when you did it instantly. So
yeah, and when I did it, I was doing that day. I did some buffalo chicken wraps.
Oh, okay. But yeah, you like dipped the whole fucking thing in,
and I
right?
dipped a healthy amount on there.
That's probably what it was.
You know, and that's pretty hot, but after like being where we've been, you know, that's not that bad.
No, not bad at all.
If you never did like the machine, chocolate lava, we never did 357, that would have been the hottest thing I've ever eaten.
For sure.
And,
it's still lingering.
It's still there.
It's still there and it sucks, but nothing. Like if we were eating like other foods like with it, I don't think it would be like, it'd be bad. I'm trying not to sip this 100 proof too fast.
Oh, yeah.
You know
That's why
I
I pulled out my water.
So,
might grab another Yingling.
Yeah.
Wow.
For sure.
Anyway, buffalo chicken wraps. Since we got a minute. I love buffalo chicken wraps, man.
Yeah.
And I like to do them. I like to do them where I just dice up the chicken. Cut it that way. Or sometimes I cook it. I think last time I want to say, did I grill the chicken?
Yeah.
And then once they were done, then I sliced it. And I left them naked other than the seasoning. So I think I did every now and then I started using like Greek seasoning. It's fucking delicious. But that, Mike Lowry's, just the traditional stuff. A lot of people use tarragon when they cook chicken. Mm-hmm. Salt, pepper, whatever. And then I leave it naked. So when you make your wrap, you can put whatever you want in there. So I like to use blue cheese crumbles.
Yep.
Chicken, some crushed bacon, or chopped bacon, whatever.
Did you do any type of lettuce or like romaine lettuce?
Yeah, lettuce or spinach. I can't remember what I did last time.
I would rather do spinach. I'm not a huge fan of romaine lettuce a lot of the times, unless it's because it's not what they use for Caesar salad.
I think so.
So that's about the only time, but because I've had buffalo chicken rice when you go to places and
Yeah.
they use that, I just that hard fucking
Yeah.
whatever piece isn't good. So if
Like
you do,
iceberg. You're talking about like
Oh,
iceberg.
yeah.
Iceberg. Romaine
Not
lettuce
romaine.
is good.
Yeah,
You got the red leaf and
Iceberg,
you got
sorry.
different colored leaves. Iceberg is
not in the right mental state right now.
no. Yeah, iceberg lettuce. Yeah.
yeah. So, but spinach is
Yeah, a lot
phenomenal.
better.
I love spinach on like anything, just like the leafy spinach. Yeah.
So, and I've been using a lot of. I kind of went away from like the shredded cheese. I kind of went away from the shredded cheese you buy at the store.
Yeah.
I just get the block cheese, and I shred that, and I shred it on the big side of my
Well, it's so much
cheese
cheaper,
shredder
too.
Yeah. Oh
So
yeah, and
much
it's so much
cheaper.
better.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
much better. And then, so for a lot of stuff though, I buy just crumple cheese. So upstairs I got some feta, which doesn't have a lot of flavor on there, so you can put that on anything.
Yeah.
And then blue cheese, which has a strong flavor. So for that, I use a crumpled blue cheese, and then I just drizzle hot sauce on there. Because I've done it before where you submerge the chicken bits, into the buffalo sauce, and then it's almost too much, This way you can put whatever you want on there. If somebody doesn't want buffalo sauce, they could drizzle ranch, or they could drizzle barbecue sauce. Or,
Dorothy Lynch,
Dorothy
if you're
Lynch.
from the Nebraska.
yeah, but I just love it. So then you have your wrap, and you could toast your wrap a little bit. You got your blue cheese crumbles. You got your lettuce, chicken. You got as much bacon as you want. I like to warm up like Frank's hot sauce or Red Devil. Red Devil was the one I was trying to think of earlier.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Red Devil. I'd put that on the stovetop on like a medium low, depending on how much sauce. Say you have a full bottle of sauce. Put a whole stick of fucking butter in there.
Oh, hell yeah.
And warm that up, and then you drizzle that over your wrap, and then fuck, you're winning. So that day, we were just using some, Red Devil. Red Devil, ever since we did episode 31, I love Red Devil, dude. It's like some of the best flavor you got.
Agreed.
But then you add some butter in there, warm it up, and then it's good. But so I had bought the Dave's Atomic hot sauce. So towards the end of my wrap, I just dipped a lot in there, like maybe 3 or 4 times as much as I just ate. Yeah, it's like then the boys had it too, and they didn't like it. Candace had some, she did not like it.
Yeah.
I saw her face. She doesn't hide. She didn't hide her pain as well as I do.
Yeah. That was the suburbs of Suckville. I'm definitely on the back end, so I'm
Yeah,
feeling
absolutely.
like way better.
Yeah, you look red. You
Yeah.
look red and sweaty.
Yeah.
I'm sure I look like shit too.
Yeah, just because I just had to walk downstairs. I'm so out of shape. No. Yeah, no, that was good. I think I'm ready to attack this, mate. Just
Let's
to
get
fucking
this
get
shit
it over.
done. Let's get
We
it
got
out of the
so
way.
much to fucking talk about. I'm sure people are tired of hearing us
Yeah.
hurt. I don't know. You got fucking
It's a
degenerates
cooking show.
like my brothers and Spencer who just fucking love hearing people in pain. So I'm sure they're loving it. But
Yeah.
Jesus, I'm not doing much on
We'll
this.
keep that
Oh yeah,
in
yeah,
BDC
for
Studios.
sure. Yeah, hell yeah. Put that around Bats's hand or something.
You know what I think? Since we got this available, I think we keep this Blair's Mega Death Sauce out for the next few podcasts to see if our next guests want to.
Yeah, well,
Wanna
I'm
try
not
'em?
going to be spoiling anything, but I can tell you our next guest for next episode will not. 100%.
So I'm shaking this up, and I just took a whiff of it.
Oh.
That smells like hate.
All right.
I'm shaking it up well. You always got to
Fuck.
shake these up real well. So Pags right now was putting the keychain with the skull on it that we got from Blair's Mega Death Sauce and put it on Batman's arm.
Yeah, so
It's
we have
appropriate
it
as
set
fuck.
up to where he's in the dominant position against Superman. And so, of course, he has to have the skull on there. Representing his parents. That's enough.
That's
you get
probably
like
enough.
one,
Yeah,
like
that's-
1 millimeter on there.
That comes out chunky. I mean,
Oh,
there's all the seeds in there. There's the seeds and shit in there.
Because we had talked about if we wanted to do this at the beginning or the end, and you suggested beginning.
I said, let's get it out of the way.
Yeah, and I agree. So
And I was like, let's maybe get out of the way. So real quick, again, we're about to eat Blair's Mega Death Sauce with Liquid Rage. We'll take a picture. We'll put this up on the gram. It's Mega Death Sauce. So Blair's is a hot sauce company out of New Jersey. They make really good sauces. We have their original Death Sauce we did on the first challenge. That was only around like 30,000 Scoville units. It was a Chipotle too. I remember it had a good flavor. I've eaten that again
Yeah.
with wings last time.
Yeah.
It's not uncomfortable. So that one was like 30,000 Scoville units. This one's like, I want to say like
it's like
550,000 Scoville
right?
units. So that's a whole nother level. But they got like 12 different sauces. And that's where the confusion came in when I ordered Blair's Death Sauce.
The original.
original. And then when I got that, it came in a big package. And then it had all of them. Like there's like 10 different sauces. They're good flavored. Supposedly, I know the other one I tried was this is not going to be good flavor because it's so hot. This is the one that has all the warning labels on there, and it says dilute it, don't eat it straight. And
I mean, we technically are with chips.
yeah, we got chips in. That's diluting
it.
When this came in the mail, it came it came in a big fucking box, like maybe
like a shoebox size.
Bigger than that.
Bigger than that.
It was bigger than a shoebox. I mean, it was like a square box, not a rectangle. It was probably 15 inches tall.
Okay.
And 15 by 15 maybe. Like it was big. Open it up, and it had like a shit ton of packing peanuts, and then the hot sauce bottle, and I sent you a picture of it.
Yeah,
came in a cardboard container shaped into a coffin.
You know they're not fucking around.
So it comes in a coffin. So I open that up, and then here this is with the keychain on it. That's now on Batman. But yeah, and it's got fire. It says "Feel Alive!" Exclamation point. Like this is
we're gonna feel
intimidating
something.
bottle. Yeah,
I'm gonna just grab a water.
Grab your water.
We may end up having to. I don't think we're gonna pause.
No.
Like we're just gonna keep it going.
Yeah.
But like it may get weird. We may just leave to go make drinks and shit afterwards. It's gonna take a while to reel back in.
Yeah, we'll keep on trucking.
Yeah. 'Cause that's what we do.
That's what we do, sir.
Bye.
That's what we do, sir.
Play it again.
Play it again, sir. I got a little high. I did get a little high from the Dave's Insanity.
Yeah.
I feel it. It's like euphoric.
Yeah, well, we're about ready to fucking see the devil.
Yeah, this is like ayahuasca.
And not in the fun way. You know what I mean?
I think this is like probably equivalent to ayahuasca.
It's the exact same thing.
This might changes. It's not spiritual.
We're not even going to remember the next 2-3 podcasts we do
No,
today.
we might not, dude.
We're just like going to come out of it. Like, it'll hit me back when I'm driving back to KC. I'll be like, how the fuck did I get here?
Just fucking black out. It's like Flatliners when you go. It's like, well, you haven't seen Get Out, but it's like fuck, I can't remember the dark. Doesn't matter. You haven't seen it, and I forgot what it's called. I'm on another level.
Yeah, you're stalling now.
Yeah, the sunken place.
Oh, okay.
It'll put us in the sunken place.
Or I'm sure Stranger Things is pretty popular. What do they call that? The other side?
The other, yeah,
or the upside down.
Upside down.
Yeah,
Same.
That's where we're at.
Fuck, brother. Let's get this over with.
Oh my god.
Shouts out to Blair.
Yeah.
Maybe. And maybe fuck you to Blair. We'll see.
Yeah, I already wrote fuck yous, mega death sauce before we even started the podcast.
Shit, I dropped it in there. I got a lot.
Well,
is that pretty good?
We're at the same amount there,
Okay.
bud.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All
There
right,
you
guy.
go there, bud.
All right, guy.
Fuck. Already way more intense.
It was awful.
I went on the other side of my mouth.
Okay. Smart.
The taste is not good. I can feel like, you know how when you start a fire and you light the kindling on fire, it just gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Suckville for sure.
It tastes awful.
It's awful. The aftertaste is way worse than the taste of the sauce.
It's like a
Gasoline.
It's like a gasoline, like Chipotle if they roasted it like gasoline. Oh, the flavor is bad. You know, it's not real bad to me.
It's not yet. It's getting there though. It's worse than the Dave's for sure as far as heat.
Yeah.
But it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
No, I don't. And I've heard people on the show say that too. Like it's not as bad as Mad Dog.
Yeah. I would say at this point in time right now.
I should have brought more cheeses down.
Yeah, sorry for eating. But at this time, Mad Dog was way worse.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's still intensifying though for me. For me.
Sweating.
Where you at? 1 fish, 2 fish.
So it's breathing. Like when I start. Well, fuck. We did it, man.
Yeah.
We did it.
That sucks
You want
though.
the last Cheez-It?
No, you can have it. Get that plate.
Oh, I'm high, dude. I gotta put the plate in the trash, or else the
cats.
cats or the dog might eat it, and they
Grab
might
some more
die.
Cheez-Its.
That's a great idea. You got this? I'll be back.
No.
Tongue's on fire.
Yeah. Let you know where I'm at. I'm like super lightheaded just from trying to breathe and get through this. It sucks. I'm not gonna lie, people. Nasty as fuck. Why do we do this? It's for listens. Rate us. Please give us 5 stars on iTunes and shit. Get us up there. Even though we're not doing this to get famous, but we got to get something out of doing this. I'm trying to talk him into giving us 5-star ratings and shit on iTunes for us doing this. We got to get something. Yeah, give me those Kit Kat minis for sure.
Dude, that took a lot longer to kick in than I
Yeah, it's bad.
At first I was like, it tastes absolutely terrible, but it wasn't really hot. Now, how that crept up on me now.
Yeah, real bad.
It's real bad. Like the back of my throat, like breathing.
Kit Kat neutralizes it for a while, though.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry to eat on air, but we'll get through this and we'll get back to the normal podcast for sure.
For sure. Anyway, back to... Hold up. Here, drink.
No hiccups, though. That's what I'm comparing it to. Like that Mad Dog gave me hiccups right away.
Yeah. I think with that one for you, that's the one I kind of like blacked out. I just remember breathing, you know?
Yeah. You tried to think of the question. You're like, wait, what did you say? I was like, I don't...
But that one, fuck, I lost track of what I was going to say again.
I'm lightheaded for sure, just trying to breathe proper, you know?
Yeah.
Hit up some Kit Kats, man. The chocolate helps for sure.
I'm sure. Yeah, I got these cheeses in my hand, and I'll eat those. Back to the fights. So, tried to get Dana White to get a fight for Tower, our main man, Tower Robinson, to fight Conor McGregor in Ireland. Dana hasn't got back to me yet. I'm sure he'll get back to me. But our main man, Danny Molina, is also, he's a coach.
Yeah.
He's got a shit ton of people fighting that night.
Like 10.
On June 3rd, yeah. I think 10 people on June 3rd for the VFC. Shouts out to him, and hopefully most of the fighters do well this last fight.
I'm moving these balls. I don't even want to fucking look at them.
I don't look at them either. Dude, my tongue is still on fire, dude. I didn't think, at first I'm like, it's not as, to me it wasn't as bad as Days Atomic. Now my mouth is on fire still.
It like has a really delayed reaction.
Because at first I was like, the flavor was awful. Like the hottest Chipotle flavor I've ever had.
Horrible.
And just hot pepper, and then, but it wasn't, then it kicked in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. These chocolate Kit Kats, that's where it's at right there.
Yeah. Sucksville for sure. Mm-hmm. It'll wear off again and come back, but chocolate, Again, I apologize. I hate listening to people eat, but sorry. You know the deal. It's the second time we've been through it, so.
Hey, we make commitments. We honor them, you know?
Yeah.
That's it. And then we are. We owed it to ourselves. We owed it to you.
Yeah. Like I told you, after episode 30, man, my increase for spicy food, like I just want it all the time.
Love it, yeah.
Like I just have a constant craving for like spicy chicken, you know? But it's good. And then there's other spicy stuff, so they definitely put it up there. But some of that mid-level hot sauce that we had, what was that, Sunburst, that yellow one? Was
the Lava Dia del Sol.
That's probably my favorite one, dude. There's just enough kick, but it's like...
That stuff's fantastic. And it's still in the freezer. Or the fridge. That stuff is fantastic.
Can't wait to put that on the brisket.
Oh my god, dude, that's a great idea.
And the nachos.
Great idea, man. I'm the same way. Like, I've never been that way until we did the challenge. But like, if it's something super hot, I want to try it. Even if I know it's gonna suck and it's gonna hurt, within 10 minutes, he'll be pretty much fine, other than a little bit of burning. But within 10 minutes, you're going to be fine. But it's just that being in the suck, the euphoria, the high, managing it.
I think I'm on the back side of it now.
Me too.
I feel.
My tongue is really, really, really burning still. But other than that, I feel pretty good.
That's why I went back and back there. But I feel better. I feel good. I'm glad we did it. We kept our commitment.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, proud of you too, man.
God damn, I love it.
Fuck yeah, I love you too. Yeah, that's good.
I like how you turn the bottles around.
Yep, you face the wall. I don't even want to fucking look at you.
Oh, man.
You think about what you did to us.
Yeah, I feel great now. I feel kind of high.
Yeah.
I think like we said before, it triggers your SNS nervous system, I think. It causes a chemical reaction in your body, and it's like your fight or flight reflex system, and your body knows, like, what the fuck is going on? You panic. And that releases endorphins and adrenaline and other things. And
I mean, I got just a weird boner. I don't know if it's from all of that or if it's just from podcasting weekend. I mean, I woke up with one, so I'm just assuming it's the podcasting weekend. Hasn't gone down yet. So
I knew you had a boner because I could smell it.
Right.
I couldn't see it because of the table, but I smelled it right away.
Right. It smells like Parmesan cheese.
Meatballs. My bags must be boned up.
That's great. Yeah, I'm glad we went through it for sure.
Oh, me too, brother. That was fucking good.
Yeah, as much as I can
get it
point.
done.
Yeah, I'm sure at some point we'll probably fucking do it again.
Absolutely.
You know.
I'll keep looking, dude. Like now, every time I go to the store, I'll go through the hot sauce aisle.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
like I was talking to you last night about getting stuff for the polenta stuff. I was I was just looking at the hot sauce to look. So
there's the store I went to. I don't even know what I was doing at that store. It wasn't my usual, but I went there and I was looking for something to cook. And I wandered through the hot sauce aisle, and that's where I found the Dave's Atomic Hot Sauce, and they had stuff from Volcanic Peppers in there.
Oh, nice.
They had some of the ones because they, in Volcanic Peppers, they racks and racks and racks.
Yeah.
Just like that song. Of hot sauce, and then they got like powders, they got jellies. Shouts out to Volcanic Peppers, man.
Yeah, for
They're
sure.
Blowing up. Oh, no, I'm good, dude. Thanks, man.
Mm-hmm.
But they're starting to sell that in Hy-Vee, and then they got other stuff. They had other brands of stuff. I've been in, like, I love hot sauce now, and testing myself. I told you about that flashbang I ate.
Yeah.
My sister had. Oh, and when my sister came, and Jeremy came to the house, and, take that back. My nephew had a birthday party a couple days before my birthday. And last time I was there for my niece's birthday party, they gave me that flashbang, which is unnecessary.
Yeah, absolutely.
Highly unnecessary. But I tried it, and it was a fucking suckfest. So then this time I said, okay, well, I got something for these fucks. So I brought Mad Dog 357, and I brought the Dave's Atomic Hot Sauce.
Right.
Because I didn't open up the Blair's Megadeth until just before we opened it.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to save that for you, for us. But I brought the Mad Dog and the Dave's Atomic and made them try it, and they did not like it.
Yeah, I would still say at this point, if you gave me a choice between Mad Dog or Des, I'll take Blair's again.
I agree. I would do
for sure, because there's just maybe it's just the way that I ate it. Maybe we put more on it. I don't know, but that shit, I think even though that didn't taste well, it's still way better than fucking than Mad Dog.
And maybe I don't know. Maybe it was the jump. I don't know the science behind the Scoville.
Yeah.
I just know. And I wrote it down. We researched them, and and we were in the suck for a long time.
Yeah.
Because we went a lot harder than Hot Ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
because
yeah.
we got on the show, like now their last four are hot, and I believe it's Zombie Apocalypse.
Yeah, that's one of them.
The Bomb, 357, and then Blair's Megadeth.
Right.
But before that. They're pretty much just treading water on some bullshit.
Right.
No disrespect.
No disrespect. Because
Sean
for
Evans.
people who don't I have a friend who she hates, she doesn't even like pepperoni is spicy for her, which I know
shit.
for that's just how she reacts to stuff. So that would be horrible for her. You get to sriracha. I'm sure she's probably never even tried sriracha,
right?
Because she knows of it would be too much for her. So for her, I'm not taking away from anybody. They still go through it. That's still fucking bomb.
Yeah.
But Sean Evans does it every fucking time with me, as we said a million times. But it for sure sucks. But I think overall the average Scoville units out of the 10 that we did were for sure higher, which doesn't mean anything.
Yeah,
to pump up our chest.
Yeah, and I just pulled it out, and
phrasing.
Our third sauce was the Lava Dia de Sol, which was at 7,500.
Yeah, and that's my favorite one that we did. That
and then
tastes perfect.
Hot Ones is only 15.6. Total Domination we didn't figure out. Then Blair's Death Sauce was 30,000, and then from there we went from Blair's Death Sauce to the Lava Chocolate Lightning, which I emailed the company. Volcanic Peppers, they said, dude, we love it. They said, send us a link to the podcast. I did. Before that, I asked them the question. I said, hey, we're doing this. Because when I went in the store, the owner wasn't there.
Right.
So he'd send me back. He said Lava Chocolate Lightning was about 175,000 Scoville units because it's not on the bottle. And then the machine was 225,000 Scoville units approximately. Then Mad Dog was 375,000. So all those are way hotter than... I can't remember. I think I looked up the Zombie Apocalypse and the Bomb, and they weren't anywhere in that range.
Right.
So we went pretty hard, pretty early on. But no disrespect to Sean Evans and anybody that does the show, but we did it right. We went hard as fuck. So.
Hell yeah! Well, fuck, man. I'm glad we're done with that for sure. Kept up our end of the deal. So now that we're 43-ish minutes in. Let's fucking jump to the podcast, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Ladies
and gentlemen, welcome to Nasty and Friends Podcast. This is episode 34. I'm Spicy Motherfucking Brown, sitting here with my main dude, Pagnasty.
As always, man, it's so fucking glad to be back. I'm so fucking hyped. Like I said, last night, I slept pretty well. Usually I don't sleep because I get up super early.
Yeah.
Like today, I got up at 5:30, made me a bomb-ass breakfast, and then I get on the road so I can get here.
Yeah.
You usually have something ready for me to eat because it's usually brunch time when I get here,
Right.
and then we go hot. And the fact that I slept well, I like woke up because my dog woke me up and wanted out like at 3 fucking a.m. this morning. But other than that, it's the only time I woke up. Usually I wake up, I'm like, oh fuck it, did I miss my alarm? And I look, it's been like an hour. So, but I'm just fucking excited. As we said at the beginning, I know like we text a lot anyway. But,
every day.
Yeah,
Every day.
but like leading up to the week before a podcasting weekend, it's like 2 or 3 times a day about how excited we are about what we got going on, what guests are coming, what time,
Yep.
like, talking points like this. And then sometimes it's just like, hey, have you seen this rap video?
Yep.
Or whatever we talk about. And then, like I said, we usually end up talking on the phone at least once.
Yep.
And it's fucking awesome, man. I've said it a million times. I'm going to say it a million times again. It's my fucking favorite thing to do. And it's
absolutely.
we just get to hang out.
Absolutely.
Like I had somebody ask me not long ago. They're like, "Why do you I hear you talk about it. I can hear it in your voice and excited." You could definitely tell the sauce has gone through.
I'm back to normal.
Yeah, like I'm
back
talking
to
a million
baseline.
miles an hour. I sipped a little bit more in this 100 proof than what I wanted to at the beginning. So
yeah.
bear with us. It's gonna be a long fucking ride.
Yep.
But I was just like, I just get to hang out. We just get to talk about old
Absolutely.
stories, get to bring friends in, and it's absolutely phenomenal. So everybody, whether you follow us on any social media, whether you've listened to one episode, you listen to them all, man, we appreciate it. We know there's people out there, like I told you, my brother, so if Charlie's listening, shouts out to Charlie. Mikey just told me that that you found a good app for your Droid, downloaded it, and you're catching up on all of the podcasts. So that's another listener that I didn't know about, which is fucking phenomenal. I always love hearing that shit.
No, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, anybody that likes it, I'm the same exact way. Leading up, yeah, me and you text all the time, we chat all the time. Yesterday I got off work, being at a slow station, it's a completely different fucking experience, man. I'm at one of the busier houses in the city. We're all day long, just tones. The station I was at, I don't want to talk numbers or anything, but it was really slow. But I slept great.
Yeah, right.
So I got home yesterday morning. I had already trimmed up the brisket 2 nights ago, and then the night I was at work, Camus and her son rubbed down and marinated the brisket. And so
how old's her son?
14.
What they marinated in? I just got to check. Rubbed it down, marinated. 14-year-old. Whoa. My kind of man.
My man. So no, I bought a rub. Sometimes I make a rub, you know, and I watch YouTube videos. My man Aaron Franklin, I call him my man. Never met him. He supposedly has some of the best barbecue in the world. He's out of Austin, Texas.
I've never even heard of him.
Yeah, you pull up YouTube videos. Everybody's trying to teach you how to make everything, especially barbecue. So I watched a little bit of Malcolm Reed. I don't know his credentials or anything, but he's kind of funny, and he loves barbecue. Aaron Franklin owns, I think it's Franklin's down in Austin.
Yeah.
They do shit on the Today Show. Barack Obama went there. You got to wait in line sometimes 3 hours, and then they run out at about 2 p.m. He said he makes about 106 briskets.
God damn.
But he uses pretty much salt and pepper. That's Texas style, and then he uses oak to smoke them. But he does about 106 briskets a day, and then they sell out before. But it's supposedly some of the best barbecue in the best brisket, best barbecue in the world.
Dude, that's fucking awesome.
So I watch his videos every now and then, and I respect salt and pepper, but I like to do other rubs. Sometimes I make my own rub.
Right.
I'll do salt and pepper, cayenne, cumin, garlic, whatever, et cetera. Coming. The story from oh my god, this is not happening. Oh, but I said I'm gonna buy a rub. I don't want to make it. Sucks trying to make a rub, and then you got to add more.
Right.
So I bought this. God damn it, I can't remember the name of the company. Doesn't matter, but it's a KC version, the KC rub.
Yeah.
So my man's from KC. I got the KC version of the rub.
Oh, fuck,
and
that's
so
awesome.
they just did some olive oil, EVOO, and then this KC already pre-made rub out of the bottle, rubbed it down, and then yesterday morning I took that out Camus took it out before I got home. I asked her to take it out as soon as she woke up. before she went to work. So it was out for about 2.5 hours. Got the smoker prepped, got the wood. I use mesquite.
Oh,
a lot of times I'll mix and match.
Yeah.
If I'm doing the pork ass, I usually do hickory and apple. This time I used just all mesquite. I just rolled all mesquite, which is a strong smoke.
Yeah.
But for a brisket, I think you want something strong. And I just smoked the shit out of it all day. While I was doing that, I watched Fist Fight. And then I was just kind of fucking hanging out, doing stuff around here, laundry and shit like that. And then the brisket turned out great. But I couldn't wait for today, like you. And what brings me in, like, our next topic is, I love, this is my favorite thing that I get to do. I love doing it. And one of the reasons I also love doing it is because it keeps us connected with everybody, with all our friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we got to go to an event where a good friends of ours got married, and we got to see everybody. But like for us, like there was people who were like, man, I haven't seen this motherfucker in 4 years, 5 years.
Yeah.
Like we've literally seen most of those people at one point because of the podcast.
Because of the podcast, yeah,
like,
exactly.
We've had them on the podcast, and so like, which is awesome because we get to stay connected with those people. And then for an event like that, which makes it even better because then everybody's together. Yep. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, we've seen Wilburn and we've seen Meston and we've seen Fox and
Molina,
and Molina, and we've seen all those guys. But now, and we've seen Long, probably more than we'd like to.
Right.
But now we see them all together, and it's just fucking fantastic. You know what I mean?
It's phenomenal, man. I love it. Another Army wedding, which we'll get into that. I want to get into something before we jump into that. I know you guys, sometimes some of you slip. Don't forget, this is a cooking show. Yeah. So that's why we love talking about food. I can't wait. I think next weekend, I know we haven't talked about guests, or not next weekend, but the next time we podcast, I'd love to get, my brother back on, like Maverick, because he, for one, I wanted to hear about, like, he's lost a shit ton of weight since the first time. He was on, like, episode 3 or whatever it was. And he's lost probably, like, 50, 60 pounds since then. But he's been getting big into smoking game. So I want to bring him back on so you guys can get to talking. And,
I'd love to,
to hear about it. But one thing I wanted to talk about, since this is a cooking show, it's something that you and I started talking about, but I said let's save it.
Okay.
And then I think we need to ask this question to every guest going forward that we have on, and that is, what is something that you eat that is weird to other people, but to you, like, you didn't realize it was weird? Like, maybe you've been eating it since as a kid or something, but until somebody else saw you eat it, they're like, what the fuck? Yeah. But it was totally normal. Do you have anything that?
Pussy.
What's that thing that you used to eat back? Dude, that's normal as fuck.
Oh, okay. Some people might not think that's normal.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I've been eating pussy since I was probably, I don't know, 31 years old or something.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, you just turned 21. How's that even possible?
No, shit, no, I don't know. It's something I eat regularly. I don't know. I'll think about it.
Okay,
because I didn't know about this question until now.
Okay.
You have your answer?
Yeah, I do. And I thought it was weird because it's something that, shouts out to Mama Pagnasty, but it's something that she did because I had texted her about it. Okay. And I said, hey, a nickname for my dad, we call him Pex. Okay. And so I was like, was it a Pex thing or was it your thing? And she's like, no, I did it. And I didn't do it as a kid. She goes, I just did it one day because it sounded like a craving. Okay. And now almost every time we do it. So when we have spaghetti, which I love spaghetti. Yes. It's in my last name. Not quite literally, but Italian. And so I fucking love it. But it's a piece of bread with like just peanut butter on it. Okay. Like that's it. But then when I'm eating it, and I take some of the spaghetti and I put it on the bread and then I eat it. Now to me, that's normal because that's what I grew up doing. Yeah. And it's just one piece. I don't do it every time, but every time growing up I do. Yeah. Like if we usually have like garlic toast or garlic bread with it, I won't do it because that bread's there. But if I don't, then it's 100% peanut butter on bread, piece of bread, white wheat, doesn't matter. And then you put the spaghetti on it and you eat it. How I knew it was fucked up is, and the thing is, I don't even remember, like, with roommates, when we would make spaghetti, I would still eat it. They never said anything. I don't know if it's because we were probably always drunk. Yeah. But when J-Pags and I started dating, we were eating, and I get out a piece of bread, and we sit down, and I put the spaghetti on it. She goes, what the fuck are you doing? Like, she was, like, legitimately offended. And I go, what? She goes, what are you doing? Like, yelling. I'm like, what are you attacking me for? Like, and so, like, we went through the thing, and she doesn't eat it, but, like, it's normal to her now. Okay. But, like, I've never, and then I got to thinking about it. I was like, I don't ever see anybody else do that. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, my mom just had craved it one day. Huh. And so we've been doing, like I said, I do it all the time now, which is not an Italian thing at all by any means. To me, it's just normal. But for everybody else, like, that's just weird as fuck. Like, the look on your face when I told you, you're like, That's fucking weird.
Yeah, I didn't know where you're going with it. I'm like, yeah, I do a peanut butter fold over every day at work. That's
Right.
my main snack.
Right.
Then he said you put spaghetti, and I was like, the fuck?
It's good. You should
right.
try it next time.
I will. No, so
Yeah.
first off, I want to say shouts out Mama Pagnasty. All day. Shouts out all day.
Yeah.
I love you. So second
Watch your
off,
tone.
we'll talk in private. Secondly, I'm not gonna knock that, dude.
Yeah.
I've never had that, so I'm not gonna say that's fucked up or gross or anything. Like I got a pretty iron stomach. I'll fucking try anything, you know.
Yeah.
I peanut butter. What I want to try, we'll get into that later. But anyway, I've had peanut butter on burgers. It's good.
Yeah,
Anytime you mix,
me too.
It makes me think of like when you get the sweet and salty. That's why bacon is so good when you put sugar on it or you put chocolate on it because that's sweet and salty.
You dip your fries into like a malt or a shake. We've talked about
Yeah.
that.
Oh
before,
yeah.
but-
And then when you put peanut butter on a hamburger, cheeseburger, it's fucking great. So spaghetti. Yeah. I don't know. I like to do bread, butter, spaghetti.
Yeah,
I think I did that in the
that's
army
good too,
because in the
yeah.
army you learn, especially like in a training environment where you got to eat fast. I would do that at basic training. Like you put your spaghetti or yakisoba or whatever
Yeah.
it is, and you put that in a bread with butter, and then you eat that. I've never tried peanut butter. I'll give it a try, man.
Yeah, and I guess another word, now that you said that, because I used to eat, like, in basic training, man, I fucking love grits. Like, I grew up eating grits. Like, my dad would always cook it and loved it. And I normally ate it just, like, straight. But in basic training, for whatever reason, I'd always put peanut butter in grits, too.
Yeah, I do.
And, like, that's fucking phenomenal. I mean, I don't think that's, like, super works. I saw a couple other people doing it.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't even like grits.
Man, you done fucked up the grits. How long does it take you to cook your grits?
I don't ever cook them. That's the thing. Like I don't cook them now. But if I go somewhere and they have it on the menu, I fucking order them for sure. So I should learn how to cook it because it fucking sounds delicious.
Yeah, I was only asking because of the line from my cousin Vinny.
Yeah, that's
Like,
right. Yeah,
are you
that's
trying
right.
to tell me that the rules of science cease to exist in your kitchen?
Right, totally fucking forgot about that. That's good.
The rest of the grit eating world, it takes 20 minutes. Maybe you're just I must be just a good cook, I guess.
Oh, that's
The laws of physics cease to exist in your kitchen? The two youths. Two what? Two youths. I'm going way too deep into my cousin Vinny.
No, it's a fucking phenomenal. When
You
he
think
goes
it's phenomenal because you're Italian.
Yeah, but when he fucking goes out in that owl, and he just fucking shoots the gun. If anybody's never not seen My Cousin Vinny, it's been like years since I've seen it. That's why I didn't register right away when you seen it. But it's Marissa Tomei.
Oh,
like she's in
shit.
it. Pesci.
Yeah.
Like he's what happens is it's,
Karate Kid.
Yeah,
Ralph Macchio.
Yeah, Ralph Macchio. He gets like he's up for a murder, right?
Yep.
Is that what it is?
They're traveling from college to somewhere or to college. Him and his buddy are driving through Alabama, the butt crack of America, if you will.
Oh, of course.
They go to a convenience store. They accidentally steal like a can of soup, something, because their hands are full.
Right.
They leave, get pulled over by the police, and they're like, yeah, we did it. Yeah, we're sorry. It was an accident. And they're like, no, this is a fucking big deal down here. Like,
Right.
They think the police, the boys think they're talking about the accidental shoplifting. The police are talking about a murder.
Yeah,
so after they left, another car comes in, shoots the clerk.
And it's the exact same,
kind of car.
or pretty close
Like
to
a
it.
green something.
Yeah.
They don't have money for a lawyer. The public defender's a dumb fuck. So their cousin, Vinny Gambini, I think,
Who's played by Pesci?
played by Joe Pesci. Respect.
For sure.
He's a lawyer. So they get him down there. It turns out he's never done any trial. He just got his bar. It took him like 10 times to pass the bar exam. And great movie, great comedy.
It's a fucking phenomenal.
Yeah,
It's
the
good.
scene in the cabin with the owl, and they're like, because they're having they have to keep moving because they can't sleep. The train and other stuff, the train whistle and another shit. So then the other, like the prosecutor or whatever has you can stay in my cabin, you know.
Right.
And then the owl's hooting, so he just runs out. It's like I got
He's like in a robe.
Yeah, bow, bow, bow. Like not shooting. He's just shooting into the woods. Like you're gonna hit anything. Yeah, great movie, and shouts out to Marissa Tomei.
Oh my god, she plays was it the fucking Aunt Meg or whatever in the new Spider-Man. Aunt May.
Oh, yeah?
She plays Aunt May. It's like, it's crazy because Spencer and I, the Degenerate and I, were talking like the Spider-Man movies, the Spider-Man gets younger and younger and Aunt May gets hotter and hotter. Like, the more they come out. So then you get like Marissa Tomei and she's fucking Aunt May. Dude, it's fucking phenomenal. So the movie doesn't come out until July 7th.
Yeah.
Which is JPEG's birthday. So
Hey, shouts out to
yeah,
JPEG.
she loves superhero movies. So hopefully we'll definitely go see it at some point. But yeah, it's fucking great.
Yeah.
But so did you think of anything, like you said, that you eat that somebody said that's weird for you? I think it's a great question. I don't know if a lot of people will have answers.
Yeah.
Or
I bet some people will. I was thinking while you were explaining your weird shit. No, I don't think I do. I mean, I love eating.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a cooking show. I love to cook. I don't think I do anything that somebody else would be like, what the fuck? Like yours was a great one.
yeah.
Mine, no. One thing that it might be weird, but like when I have time and I'm eating a Kit Kat, I eat all the chocolate off the sides. I don't know. Other people might do this too. And then I eat the top and then the bottom, and all that's left is the wafer.
I used to do that when I was younger with the Nutter Butter.
Okay.
Like with those, because it's a lot easier to do, and you can break them off. So I used to do that. I used to do that with Snickers too when I was younger. That was weird as fuck. But one thing I used to when I was younger, it's not weird at all, but I always thought it was weird because I didn't like it. Okay. But I always thought it was weird when people would put ketchup on hash browns, which I know it's a potato and it makes sense for like fries and stuff like
I did that today.
Yeah, but when I was younger, I always thought when I saw people do that, I always thought that was weird. I was like, why would you ever do that? That doesn't make sense to me. Like, because you never see somebody put, to me in my brain,
a baked potato.
You never see, exactly. You never see anybody put ketchup on a baked potato. Like, why would you do it with hash browns? But I do it with fries and stuff. Yeah. But I always thought that was weird. I just usually eat them straight up, or like like with eggs or whatever. But
yeah, German style, veal, however you want to say it, will mix ketchup and mayo.
Okay.
And that's really good. And pommes frites, French fries with that's really good. Going back to grits real quick. I didn't eat grits until I went to basic training in Georgia. That was the first time I ever had grits, and then I liked them.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what the fuck to do with them. So I treated them like oatmeal. So I would put syrup, peanut butter, whatever else was in there.
Okay.
And then when I started talking to these bum fucks from the South, they're like, no. You're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
You put salt and pepper in there. So I'm not fucking putting salt and pepper in fucking grits. Because to me, it's like oatmeal. Like I would never put salt and pepper in oatmeal. You do that kind of shit. Yeah. That's suspicious.
Yeah, I would never do that. I don't trust you.
No, fuck no.
No, you can't watch my kid.
Yeah, no.
Weird
Are you kidding
me? So when you eat, not to interrupt, but when you eat, as an adult right now, I eat cottage cheese plain, but how do you eat it?
I don't eat cottage cheese. That's one of the things. There's a couple things that I don't fuck with.
The fucking face you made. It was like I asked you an offensive question.
Yeah, no, I don't. I've never fucked with cottage cheese. I've eaten dog. I've eaten fucked up shit.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with cottage cheese. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the texture or what. But there's, like, where I'm at now when it comes to food, like, I'm pretty open.
Right.
When I was a kid, I was a picky kid. Like, my mom would cook really good food, and I would be like, I don't want that. I want to go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
She's like,
I think
you're not
all
going to
kids
fucking
are
McDonald's.
that way,
Yeah. Now, like, the shit she used to cook, like pot roast and pork roast and meatloaf, that's my favorite shit now.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, it's
Agreed.
like, no.
Agreed.
I want McDonald's. So, if I tried, probably haven't tried cottage cheese in years. If I tried it now, maybe I'd like it, but I don't fuck with it at all. I don't fuck with that or raisins.
Yeah, my dad would put
olives.
He would put pepper in it, and then I would always put, when I was younger, I would put sugar on it to eat it, which I don't think's that weird. But one time we fucked up. When I was living on my own, I went, cottage cheese sounds good, because I've always loved cottage cheese as a kid.
It's good for you.
Yeah. Now I eat it plain. I don't eat it with sugar on it or anything. I mean, I can if I'm craving it, but I just eat it plain now. But one time I fucked up and I bought the large curd cottage cheese. If you don't like cottage cheese, you should try large curd cottage cheese.
Yeah.
It's I don't give a fuck
Lumpy
what anybody says. It tastes different.
Okay.
It's because it's a fucking big thing. You're like it's not good.
I'll fuck with cheese curds. Like,
yeah.
You fry them shits.
Yeah, you take those fucking curds out, you batter them, you fry them. I'll eat the fuck out of them, no doubt. Yep. But just straight up large curd, like cottage cheese, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. No, I don't. Yeah, I wouldn't fucks with it. I don't even fucks with normal cream cheese or cottage cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't. That's just one of those things I don't do,
But yeah, well, I mean, if you think of something later on, that's something weird. Yeah, let us know. let me know.
Yeah,
Fuck these people.
Yeah, fuck 'em. At the top of my head, no, I can't think of anything weird that I do as far as eating. Regular life, yeah, everything. Food wise, no, nothing too weird.
Awesome. Well, now that anything else on food, since this is a cooking show, before we jump into that?
I don't think so. I don't think I've tried anything crazy. On PC5, we talked about the shepherd's pie.
Yeah.
You could get into what you're gonna make as one of the snacks for this weekend.
Yeah. So there's this stuff out there. It's called
placenta.
Yeah, that's all I always want to say, but it's polenta.
Okay.
I was gonna say poutine too, which that's not whatever you fucking Canada,
Stuff called.
But it's polenta. But every time I go to say it, I have to think about it because I want to say placenta. I'm not even really for sure what it is. It just seems like it's like a cornmeal like type of thing. Yeah. But what I think it actually came up on a podcast before where I said instead of doing like pizza bagels, what JPEGs had done is we just slice that.
Okay.
Cook that. So you do spray pan, put it down, cook it for like 350 degrees for like 10 to 15 minutes, nothing on it, just the slices. Flip them over, and then you just make whatever you want on little pieces. So like pizza sauce, whatever sauce, cheese. I think today I just bought a bunch of pepperoni.
Yeah.
Would do that, and then you put it back in for another 10, 15 minutes, let everything melt, and then just eat that. It's a nice alternative. It's technically better for you than probably bagels and shit.
Okay.
It's not the best thing. You're not going to be like, oh, this is great.
All right.
But it's still good. I mean, it's just kind of like a mashed cornmeal, I feel.
Okay.
Apparently, it's an Italian thing. I've never heard of it up until JPEGs bought it like a year or two ago.
All right.
But yeah, we're going to do that up. And I think you guys just got one
tube.
Yeah,
so it comes almost like a fucking tube. So like what you would buy like 1 pound of beef or ground sausage or just like a tube like that. So Marty's going to cut that up, make small slices, cook that, and then turn that into little like pizza bites.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah,
man.
it should be fucking phenomenal. Yeah. So
we got that. We got motherfucking nachos. We got the brisket.
Yeah.
We got to get
which is great because I told you I bought like the package of pepperoni that I bought says over 50 slices of pepperoni.
Yeah, that's a lot.
We're not going to use that much, so the extra pepperoni is going on the goddamn nachos tonight.
Damn,
we ain't fucking around tonight.
two of them, we're not. We never do. But yeah, we're definitely not fucking around. The two things I want to get into really. We've both been into hot sauces.
Yeah.
But when it comes to wings, I've been really fucking with garlic Parmesan wings.
Dude, this is my all-time favorite. No matter where I go, if I go to a wing place and they have garlic Parmesan, that's what I'm getting.
I think I left them alone because I think the only time I've had them was at Buffalo Wild Wings, and I didn't like them. Really.
I like them. I mean, I like Buffalo Wild Wings. There's obviously better wing places out there, but for the most part, you could always find a Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, everywhere.
Mikey, like that's his favorite wing place. Actually, he loves it so much. But I've never been to like, was it Quaker Steak and Lube or whatever?
Oh yeah,
had their wings. Yeah. Shit like that. So, but yeah, any place that has them. I went to can't remember what it's called, but we were in town for a wedding. And JPEGs wasn't up there, and I had like afternoon myself, so I went there, and they had some. I hadn't fucking eaten all day because it was after the bachelor party, which we're definitely going to get into.
Yes.
And it was the old place that used to be Twin Peaks there in Lincoln.
Yeah, it's like Yow.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, because I went there and I wanted because they have an elk burger, and I've been summertime hits. I'm usually just like I'm on this kick for 2 or 3 months where I'm just like I want a burger. Like burger sounds so fucking good, and I love elk meat. I love deer meat and stuff, and so I was like, oh, that sounds good. So I went there. And I was like, fuck, they had garlic Parmesan wings. I was like, I don't want to get wings and the burger. So it was actually funny. So I did get the wings, but then I just went with the buffalo chicken wrap from there. So
yeah, and I think I do that a lot too. I usually go with, I haven't been to Buffalo Wild Wings in a couple of years, I don't think. But I go with buffalo chicken wrap usually, and then maybe get a side of like some of the wings. Mm-hmm. But I a couple places I've been to now, if they have garlic parm wings, I'm fucking with them.
Yeah,
and I'll get them. And yeah, I just love them. So now they sell like a spicy garlic parm thing. When I do my wings, I char them. So now I go to places that only char the wings.
Yeah,
and that's like an Omaha thing. Like not a lot of places in Omaha even do it, but some places like you get it regular, you get it charred.
Right.
Brewskis is like that. They got phenomenal fucking wings. But there's a couple places around here that have really good garlic parm wings. Our main man, Action Bronson, he's got a video on this thing called YouTube. And
it's gonna be big one day.
He does for last Super Bowl. He was doing a Super Bowl party, and he was, I think it's called like that's not squad wings. It's just he makes his version of garlic Parmesan wings. fucking phenomenal. I haven't tried it yet. But they look so good.
Yeah, that's next up on the menu for sure.
So I've been fucking with that. And, fuck, what else was I fucking with?
I don't know.
Burgers. Chicken wings. Anyway. I might be drunk and high from the wings already. But this isn't good. It's early. We're early on. But no, there was something else. It'll come to me.
Yeah.
I'm excited about the brisket. I'm excited about the nachos. Oh, okay. That brings you back. So the other thing I've been fucking with is one of the places around here, they have Italian nachos.
Oh, shit.
And they're fucking great, dude. I don't know. There's pepperoni on them and
right.
mozzarella, and it's just different than your traditional nachos with beans and cheddar. The Italian nachos are fucking phenomenal.
Dude, that's fucking... Have you ever had... I went to this one place, this dessert place, and they have dessert nachos. Have you ever had that?
No, I don't think so.
So what it is, it's instead of chips, it's just like a waffle cone that they break up. So those are your chips. And then it's just like soft serve ice cream. Then they put cherries, and then your sour cream is whipped cream. They have like other stuff that like replaces like whatever for like black beans. They put chocolate down. And it was like... Because you go to this place and it just says ice cream nachos. You're like, what the fuck is that? The guy's like, just stand by. He's like, you're gonna order it. So he fucking made it up. We're like, oh, this is fucking. But I mean, they break it up. So you're like, just like it's everything like nachos, but it's just fucking dessert nachos. I'm like, that's fucking phenomenal. Shit. So and I've only had them once, and that was probably 8 years ago at this one place when I used to live in Lincoln. So,
dude, I'm a big dessert guy.
Yeah.
Sometimes I eat desserts with every meal. You know what I mean? It's sick. I'm a sick fuck. Maybe that's weird. You know?
No. Love me some dilly bars.
Yeah. Oh my god. The Buster bars. Dude.
Yeah.
Have you had a Buster bar?
I don't think so.
It's huge, and it's got the peanuts with the chocolate in there, and then it's got vanilla, then it's got fudge throughout. It's a big fucking. It might be like the size of like that.
Damn.
I mean, it's a big fucking thing. Camus and the boys came by the firehouse, and they brought Buster bars for everybody, and now we're all addicted to Buster bars.
Right, dude, that's fucking awesome. I like the Snickers ice cream bar, all the the candy bars that are ice cream,
absolutely.
Twix, Snickers, they're fucking great.
Absolutely love them. The Buster bar is kind of like a what is it? The peanut Buster parfait.
Oh, okay, yeah.
On a stick. Surrounded by chocolate.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay,
yeah. I guess I just didn't realize that's what it was called.
Yep.
Dude, that's fucking. That sounds good.
Yeah.
I have to get some dessert.
Other than that, I don't think we've tried anything different. We did make an Italian. I'll get into it quick. Hopefully, people don't get tired of hearing talking about food.
It's all right.
So it's a cooking show.
It's a cooking show. They should know.
So we do runs at work every now and then, and we usually do them. We've done them individually before. Fuck that. So we do just so. So it's a one-pot meal, just a big fucking pot. We got a big pot because we're feeding 10 people for 2 meals, and then we still usually have leftover. So it's a big fucking pot. But we'll do dough on the bottom and on the sides of this big pot. Put that in the oven, and while that's, we'll get that a little bit brown. So it's like
just one big fucking runza.
One big runza, yep. So we'll brown that up, and then we'll do we did cabbage, beef, ground pork. Then we threw in pizza sauce or spaghetti sauce. We used one Mr. C's, and then we did one some other sauce. Then we put mozzarella in there, seasoning, of course, onions and all that stuff. And then then we put that mixture into the dough, and then before we topped off the top, we did a layer of pepperoni. And then we did a layer of sliced cheese, and then we did a layer of dough, and then we put that in the oven for like an hour. Then pull that out, and then you just got... we sprinkled bacon on top of the... We sprinkled bacon on top of the
sounds fucking
pepperoni.
Phenomenal.
It was... The Italian runs it. Everybody's like, what the fuck? We have some guys running extra that aren't usually at the station. Like, what's the recipe to this? We don't fucking usually cook with recipes. We just kind of do our own thing. It's what the fuck runs a... And they're like, this is fucking great.
Yeah.
And with that, it might be weird. I like to pour ketchup on the top of my runza,
See, I've never been a ketchup on runza guy ever, so I mean, I know a lot of people do, but maybe when I was younger, I did, 'cause my mom used to make them all the time.
Okay.
And if you don't know what a runts is, you're not from Nebraska, the surrounding area, so it's more of a Nebraska thing. So, but it's
started here.
Yeah, it's fucking. They're delicious. So, but JPEGs makes some fucking bomb runzas too. So,
shouts out JPEGs.
Yeah, absolutely.
If she wasn't married, I'd marry her. Just kidding. When I was younger, I went through a phase, and I think it was when I was active duty Army. I went through a phase where I would put ranch on everything.
Right.
So now I don't even fucking eat ranch, hardly ever.
Right.
If I do it, it's on a salad, and I mix it with like Dorothy Lynch or French or Italian. I kind of mix it. But even most of the time, I don't even use ranch because I dip fries in it. I put it in my burger. I dip pizza in it. Like I was dipping every fucking thing.
That's how
I ate,
Mikey
ranch.
is. I don't know if he's still that way, but he'll fucking get a picture and he'll eat like. I just remember this one time. And I think I've told this before, but he'll like come home and so it's my twin brother who's taller and way skinnier than I am, and he eats way worse than I do. But he would go when he was staying with us. He would go to like the Hy-Vee and just get like the family of 4 lasagna thing.
Yeah.
Bring it home, just throw it in the microwave, cook it. Then he would take it out, peel off the hard, like, because sometimes it's fucking the hard, like,
it turns black, like crispy.
Yeah, the way.
Oh, I love eating that.
Well, in a microwave, it wouldn't turn black because he didn't like cook it, so it was just like the noodles that are just way too nasty from a microwave.
Okay.
So then he'd just fucking take it. Pasta sugar, which is Parmesan cheese, we like to call
cheese.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, I like call it pasta sugar. Dump that.
Fucking
ranch and then sriracha all over the top and eat the whole fucking thing in one sitting. This guy, he's fucking talking about an iron stomach. He eats shit like that all the time. That's how I don't know if he still eats his pizza like that when he's at home. I mean, when we go out, he doesn't do that. Like if we go to a pizza place or something, he won't do it. But at home, he's like, fuck it. And he's like, you've seen him. You know how much skinnier and taller. Yeah, for sure. And he just eats like that. It's so fucking annoying, but. Yeah, shit like that. So, shouts out to him for fucking being able to do that.
That's funny. Pasta sugar.
Yeah,
like we call it sprinkle cheese.
Yeah, pasta sugar, baby.
I gotta take that. I'll take that and bring it to work, man. That's awesome.
Good shit.
I could talk about food all day. Let's switch gears.
Yeah, absolutely.
A couple weeks ago, like I said, friends of ours, got married, and so it was an extended weekend, which was a great idea because a lot of people came from out of town. So the bachelor party was Thursday, Friday was just whatever, and then Saturday was the wedding, and it was a fantastic weekend. Yeah,
it was absolutely. Well, I mean, he's part of the podcast. It's Rob Long who got married, so and his wife Mimi. So that's his now wife Mimi.
And he's been on the show.
Yeah, he's been on a couple episodes. He
used to do the animal facts at the end of every episode. Now he's in the middle of, I don't even know what you'd call it.
I just call it a story. So
he's telling a story at the end of every podcast. If you don't listen to the end of the podcast, you are wrong.
It may be better than the podcast.
Every episode, at the end of it, we have our main man, Rob Long, a.k.a. Whiskey Rob, that does a segment. And he used to do animal facts, which were educational and funny at the same time. Now he's telling a story that goes back a couple episodes. But if you don't listen to the end of the podcast, which I'm not going to blame you if you don't, sometimes we go off rails, check him out. He's fucking hilarious. Yeah. So yeah, like you said, him and Mimi. Sorry to cut you off.
No, yeah, I was going to say, you got married, and like you said, the bachelor party was Thursday, which I've done that. It's the second wedding I've done that, and I like when that happens. Yes. It's nice just to take off. Just the 2 days into Thursday, Friday. Yeah. It was out of town. It was in Lincoln, so it's definitely out of town for me, out of town for you. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's fucking phenomenal that they did that. And so we just went paintballing, and then we just stayed in some cabins at like a state park, and we had like all 5 cabins, so there's nobody else that could be around us. And it was absolutely phenomenal. And there's every time I say I go to a bachelor party, it's always like, oh, that was better than the last bachelor party that I went to. But I don't know. To me, like I love all of my friends, all the bachelor parties that I go to, but it's just awesome, especially when it's an Army wedding. And there's very few Army weddings that are going to get everybody together, like you said. I mean, I hadn't seen Fox in like 5 to 6 years. Like I talked to him, stuff like that, like text and stuff, but I hadn't seen him. And to see everybody come out for the most part, that could make it was, I mean, no joke. And we'll get into like what all went down and shit, but I was, quote unquote, for the lack of a better term, I was riding that high from that weekend all the way through, like probably up until yesterday when I started getting more pumped up, for this show. Okay. So, like it was a show for like, for podcasting weekend, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like seeing everybody, seeing Ernest fucking, I mean, laughing and laughing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like my head, like I've always said when we do these weekend podcasts, the third podcast, like half an hour in, the back of my head hurts just from fucking laughing so much all day. And we're laughing when we're not podcasting, obviously, you know, breaking balls and shit like that. But just to get everybody there, and there were, I mean, 15 plus guys. Not all of them were Army guys by any means. And
at least.
Yeah.
Maybe more than that.
Yeah, I mean,
I think
probably
all the
15
cabins were
Army
full.
guys.
Gotcha. Yeah, all the cabins were full. We probably it slept 5. I think we had 6 in our cabin.
Yeah.
So, it was, I thought it was phenomenal. We met at that diner, which was awesome.
Yeah, and all of his high school buddies, all of us, for the most part, know all of them already from partying before. Mm-hmm. So it's always good to see those guys again. And and I didn't know, like, because I knew it was going to be crazy. Like, you get, people always fucking get drunk. Yeah. And you never know how shit's going to go, especially when you get Army guys and you don't know how. But it was fucking went phenomenal, man. There was not one major thing at all that I can think of, and everybody was fucking chill. Everybody was awesome together.
Yeah, and that some of that goes with we've all grown up.
Yo, yeah,
I mean, if this would have been 8 years ago, 10 years ago, somebody would have died.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah, you'd have been 10 years old.
11. I'd have been 11. No, it would have been a lot crazier. Now, people are married, people have kids, people have careers. Everybody matured a lot. You can tell by the conversations we have.
I mean, don't get it twisted. We still got fucked up for sure.
Fucked up, yeah.
But yeah, like you said, I mean, nobody's pumping their chest.
No,
like,
everybody's
you would have,
cool.
like, you know how fucking 21-year-olds are. Yeah, we've
for
all
sure.
been there. So, but yeah, and it was, which I kind of figured would have been the case, but it was
Yeah.
great. And I just remember Ernest fucking saying, he's like, I haven't laughed this hard this long, and he goes, I couldn't even tell you when. Like, I mean,
awesome,
I mean, we started paintball. We all met up like at
noon.
Yeah, it was like noon. It was when we got to the place to eat. Yep. So I mean, it was noon all the way fucking through the whole weekend. So it was. I mean, you hit the ground running, and it was phenomenal.
Yeah, we should talk about paintball.
Yeah,
because that was fucking blast. And let me go. So, bachelor parties. Yeah, I've been to a few. Usually, it's always the same thing. Go ahead. So usually for a bachelor party, if you haven't been to one, if you haven't been to one for a while, a lot of times it's the same thing. Everybody meets up for lunch or dinner, and they have drinks, and then they end up going to just bar hopping in whatever city you're in, the place where people go bar hopping, or you get a party bus, and you go bar hopping, and then at the end of the night, usually for guys, usually go to the casino, and then maybe the strip club, and you pay, everybody pitches in money, and then the person that gets married gets up on stage and gets the shit kicked out of him by the strippers. So they take his belt, they beat him. I've seen them dump ice on people, humiliate them. It's all about humiliating your friends, because that's what guy friends do to each other. But yeah, they get beaten. They have to take some of their clothes off.
Oh, strip club?
Yeah, strip club. It's all about humiliating your friends. So that's usually what bachelor parties are, and that's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's fucking phenomenal.
The women, the bachelorette parties, a lot of times they have costumes on. They use a lot of penises. I've noticed. I've never been to a bachelorette party because I'm a guy, but you see them when you're downtown or midtown or in a part of town where there's a lot of bars. On the weekends, you see bachelor parties, and the chick will have a sash on that says bride to be or whatever, and then she'll have like dick popsicles on her. They'll have dick straws, dick cookies. Women are obsessed with dicks. All right, that's rule number 1. But then you pay $1 to lick a cock off of the bride's shirt or whatever. But there's a lot of events. Male bachelor parties are pretty much the same. Dinner, drinks. Strip club, casino, that kind of thing.
One fucking time, I just want to run into a bachelor party that's for a lesbian couple. Instead of all the dicks, it's just all vaginas.
Yeah, dude, that'd be awesome.
How fucking great would that? I would just party with them. I'm like, no,
absolutely.
Men are joining now.
Yeah.
Fucking phenomenal.
Right? But yeah, sometimes bachelorette parties are annoying if it's the young people and they're downtown and they're way too faded, and it's like, hey, calm the fuck down. I was in a sports bar one time downtown or something. We're trying to watch something, and like this bachelor party's in there, bachelorette party. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, and bachelor parties can get out of fucking control too.
Absolutely,
absolutely. For sure, I've been a part of those too. We've all been there, but
yeah. So this bachelor party was cool because it was lunch, drinks, and then we went to the paintball course. So we had some military, we had some non-military people. It was about 20 of us.
Yeah.
We split into 2 teams. We had a ref. I can't remember his name.
Jabroni,
we'll call him Jabroni. He was an awesome guy. We had to watch a safety video. We got issued gear and equipment. Most of us had camouflage on, the military guys. Some of the civilian guys wore like red shirts and shit. And it's like, all right, if that's what you want. So then split into teams, and then within the teams, I like to keep it tactical. I like to stay in a 2-man team, a buddy team, if you will, a battle buddy. Me and Pagnasty were battle buddies on the team.
Yeah, that's my bad.
So we did a couple battles in a woodland area. Mm-hmm. Did one battle, switched sides, and then we went to like an urban area. Did that twice. Then we went to like a close quarters combat area, and then we did some capture the flag. Our team won, what was it, 5 or 6? Another team won once.
Yeah, and that was the team that the groom was on. So he was not part of the winning team. No. So we killed it. I did not. I was not that great. Like, I know when we were in the wooded area, we were fucking going. You're like, hey, cover me left. I'm like, I'm dead. You're like, already? Like, we just started. I was like, I don't know. It fucking like literally came. Because the thing is, if you play paintball, you can play different rules. But usually when you first start, like if you get hit once and it breaks no matter where it is, even if it's on your gun, you're out. Yeah. Which I get. So yeah, it fucking came through the grass and hit me in the shin. And so I was like, and it broke. I'm like, fuck. I'm out. But,
the first 2 matches. And if you haven't played paintball, it's no joke. I mean, you got a face mask on. Hopefully you got gloves on. Those, I can't remember the feet per second for those. We had to test them before we went live.
Mine was like, they range anywhere from like 240 to 280.
Yeah. Feet per second.
Yeah, 240. Yeah, exactly.
Those things whiz and they welt your skin. You do not want to get hit. No. So it's a lot better than like laser tag where there's no fear or whatever.
Right.
Like in paintball, you're like, you got to be sure yourself. Yeah. But yeah, we I tried to keep things tactical because of my infantry background when I was active duty. So I just gave some fundamentals like, hey, let's keep our distance. Let's move online.
I think that's what we want. I'm not gonna lie. I mean that for sure helped. The thing is, you fucking killed the first round, and then, Peeper is fucking quick as shit. Yeah. You guys killed it. I just got in a compromising position where I went to move, and they fucking saw me. That's all it was. But it was quick.
It was quick. Yeah, I think the first 2, I looked left, like I'm out. I'm like fuck. I got pinned down, and then I think. 2 times and somebody else flanked that person, and then I came around, crept up on this dude, he didn't see me, and then me and him were just licking shots back and forth. I ended up hitting him, and I survived to the end on a few of them. I didn't move a lot because I'm getting older,
right?
So I like to direct things. Our communication for anything like that, communication is key. And then on top of that, you have to move. You can't be comfortable. You have to move. You have to assault the target. You got to move with aggression. Yeah, we had enough people that did that.
Yeah, and the thing is like. I don't know. I guess for us it's a little bit different. We have that military background. Yes. Granted, I mean, I know you were infantry and shit like that. Mm-hmm. I wasn't, but still, just to see that, like, especially when we were in close quarters, like somebody communications. You're like, what? Fuck? It's so easy. I mean, just in that, knowing you're not gonna die. There's no explosions, and it's still like, fuck. Where's he at? What?
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, you're yelling. You're like, and you still are fucking confused as shit.
It's crazy. I mean, it gets crazy. We used to train in our old Army unit. Once a year, we'd go to the field and we'd do paintball for 3 days. Yeah, and, it's exciting. Your adrenaline's pumping, especially back then when we would do like ambush stuff where you actually have to be quiet, tactical, wait for them to get in the kill zone, and then attack. But for this, like it's loud. I mean, paintball guns are loud. People are yelling, and then you lose track of where people are at. I was big on sealing the edges so we don't get flanked, and then having a support by fire team, and then having a flank team. And I think that helped us out a lot. And then not bunching together, not getting pinned down too much, and communicating. It would suck when somebody'd be like, "I'm out." Like, where'd you get hit from? But show me with a point. Yeah. But no, it was a lot of fun. So much fucking fun. So we did that all afternoon, and then we did the bachelor run.
Yeah, oh yeah, right? Yeah, absolutely. But I don't usually like to pump up myself a lot, but I figure since I suck so bad, I gotta tell you about a joke that I had out there, which I thought was absolutely phenomenal. So, so what happens is, I mean, if you're friends of ours or anybody's, if you have friends like ours, it's all about busting balls for sure. You got to try to, jump up on the other one and stuff. So we're standing there, and we got a guy who was in our Army unit, standing there is Little E, and he was talking about we were going out there and we were doing the close quarter. So it was Little E, me, and then Spicy was standing right next to me. And Little E was saying, he's like, oh man, I'd fucking love just to like dress all like get completely blacked out and go out there and like I don't know, he's talking about doing like maybe going at night and just blacking out. And then I just turn and say, what about half blackout? I pointed at Spicy. The best part is I started laughing right away, but there was like that 2 to 3 second pause where like literally kept talking like he didn't like really catch it, and then he started laughing, and then fucking Spicy started busting up. I was like, oh, thank God somebody laughed at that, because you're just fucking leaving me hanging out there in the wind with a fucking great, phenomenal joke, which is what I think. So yeah, there's that. I'm just glad you guys caught it right away, or like the next couple seconds or whatever.
The joke?
So, yeah.
That joke was so money. I mean, the joke was funny.
Like I just said.
Timing was perfect.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's all timing, for sure.
Yeah, it was so good. And then you like pointed, I'm like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, and there was a delay because it was so fast. Everybody was like, I'm like, oh shit, that was fucking money, dude. Jesus.
So then at the end we did what was called the bachelor run. So Long went out there and we talked to his buddy Frazier into going, and I don't know like why people said it. It was because
he's getting married in about 2 weeks.
Okay, so yeah, he was getting married. So like, oh no, you got to fucking do it too. And Long was smart. Long went first, which is smart. So what they do is they start at one area, he run all the way down, and they're like 40 yards,
meters,
or whatever, from us. And he just runs down. I don't know how far he runs, but then he has to turn around and come back, and we're all standing in the line, and we just get free range at him. Yeah. And so he went, and then when he got back, by that time, I mean, the first run, I don't think he probably got hit very many times going one, but when he turned back, people dialed in. But then when Frazier went, everybody's dialed in at that point. I ran out of
I ran out of air and ammo.
Yeah, so I was just whatever, but he got lit the fuck up bad.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah,
so,
which is awesome.
But that was pretty cool that they did that. It was on a Thursday, so nobody else was out there. We didn't have to deal, with young kids. Which, I mean, young kids, I've been to a paintball place with young kids. Yeah. They're fun as fuck because they're willing to run, get dirty, shit like that. But yeah, I mean, we could go wherever we wanted because we didn't have to worry about other teams.
Yep.
And sometimes, guys, groups, people, they can get competitive, and then you never know if there's gonna be shit talking, shit like that. So the fact that it was completely empty for us was great. I absolutely love that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the only person that really got mad was Ernest, and I was maybe like 10 meters away from him when he started flipping out. He was screaming. He almost got ejected off the range.
Right.
Because he got shot. He's like, I'm fucking hit. I'm out. He got shot a couple more times. So then he started returning fire.
Well, what happened was he got out. He's like, all right, I'm out. Well, his fucking belt to carry his extra rounds
fell off. Right.
Yeah, it just popped. And so he bent down to pick it up, and when he stood back up, the same guy who shot him fucking lit him back up again. Yeah. He's like, I'm fucking out, and just turned, which I would have done the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Like, he goes, I got called out. And he's like, well, I looked at the guy, and the ref called you safe. He's like, bullshit.
And for us, like when we used to do this in the Army, there was no refs.
No.
So it was like the honor, it would get super heated and competitive because that shit hurts when you get hit. And even if you say I'm out, and you put your weapon upside down and try to like get cover.
Yeah,
that's 10 seconds.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
some
pop.
Up.
Yeah, that's 10 rounds.
And especially if it was fucking Molina and he was out there, he's like, "Oh, I'm out." Pop, just to fuck with him for sure. So I'm sure that was the case here. Which, getting pissed. So he returned fire, and then he's like, if you do that again, I'm gonna have to kick you off. He's like, yeah, whatever.
And don't sell yourself short, dude. Yeah, you died early a couple times.
Yeah.
Like that. The last round was the best because all of us lived.
Yeah.
I had to go back, get somebody's ammo, go back in. We fucking murdered these guys.
Because I ran out of ammo. I was like, fuck, I'm out of ammo. And Ernest is like, he's like, I'm right behind you. And he came fucking run up, popped open his. He dumped like half of his
hopper.
Half of his hopper into it, and fucking boom, and then he was just gone again. I'm like, that was awesome teamwork. Yeah, we're not a lot of us really died at all. And
the thing is, you have to use communication because I mean, it's the fucking fog of war, and this is paintball. But when you have 10 of us, we start spreading out. Some of us are moving forward, some of us are not. And we're not a team that does this all the time, like a combat unit.
And you need to suppress a fire and all that shit
suppress
too.
a fire and the flanking. And then it gets to the point where, okay, I always try to maintain who's on my left, who's on my right. Do I have the edge? Once people die, okay, I got this edge.
Right.
But yeah, especially with like a close quarters combat, like I would be like behind like this barrel, and then you would be like in front of me. So like I have to be aware of don't shoot your own team.
Right.
And when you start getting spread out, like
which is super fucking easy to do.
Oh, to get confused.
Yeah,
absolutely.
For sure. Because the only thing separating us that we know, because everybody's wearing masks, so you can't really see, is that you just have ribbons on your gun.
Right. And mine fell off every time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, when you have people from the other team running into our position, flanking, we have the same thing going on. You have mixed match teams. You have to be aware of, like the PID, positive identification before you shoot. That's not happening. You're just fucking pulling triggers on bitches.
Fuck it.
Yeah. I got contact. No, it's me.
But it was awesome, man. I loved
Yes.
it. It's the only second time I've ever been to an actual course for paintball. I know, like you said,
I've never have.
we had done it before, but for the military, just on our own and stuff. But yeah,
at an actual professional range, that was a blast.
Yeah.
And it was maybe, $38 for
they gave us a discount.
the gun, the paint, the air,
the mask. Which you could bring your own, but I mean, if you wanted, the thing is, if you brought your own gun, it only saved you like $5. So I mean, it doesn't really. But some people do. You can get souped up. They got sniper rifles for paintball.
Well,
And they
remember Rainbow
fucking,
Six when we went out to that range at Hastings or wherever that was?
Yeah.
Rainbow Six? Fuck.
Yeah, he was fucking. I mean, they got all sorts of shit. So you can get really into it and fuck people up for sure. But
those professional guys. It would have been fun to play like a professional team for just one round to see how long we
ready, set,
survived.
go, and you're all out.
You're all
Jesus. No,
what the fuck happened?
Yeah, it was. I remember one time I was popped up. We're in the urban area. I was behind this barrier, and this one guy and I were going back and forth. So pop, 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 and he got out. I don't think I hit him. I think somebody else hit him. So then I'm scanning, and I just see this person pop up, and he fucking pulls the trigger from the opposite team, and literally audibly, as soon as he pulls the trigger, I go, "Oh fuck," because I saw the paintball leave the barrel. Yeah. And it hit me literally right between the fucking eyes.
That's
in my mask. Because it doesn't hurt. You know you're hit.
Yep.
And
when you get hit in the mouth and then you taste the paint, if you get hit anywhere else, it hurts.
It's cut open so you could breathe and shit. So, but right between the eyes, the goggles, you don't get anything on you. You know you're hit. And it was so funny. I think it was Ben is who it was. Okay. And I just yell, I go, "Nice shot!" He just throws a thumbs up and just ducks right back down, out of sight. So to me, like, that was pretty funny. Yeah. And it just walk out. And I'm like, "Hey, did I get hit?" Like, you could barely see, But to me, the other fucking craziest thing is, like, as soon as you get hit, like, you have what you call, like, gun condoms or plugs that you put in at a plug. It's like a butt plug for you sick fucks out there. Just put it in, so if your gun fires, like they always like to say, which comes into play, they're like, safety doesn't work all the time, the covers always do. And the other ones they have, it's just like, it's literally, it doesn't look like a condom, but it's just like a sleeve that goes on the end of your barrel,
on an elastic barrel, so there's pressure on the barrel. It's like a bag covering, like almost like a wool bag covering the barrel with elastic straps to pull it tight.
So as soon as you're done, they're like, "Put your cover or your fucking plug in or whatever," like barrel cover. Like, Jesus, it's in my pocket. I'm still walking off the field. Like, I'll get there or whatever. So we're doing it. I mean, you still try to be aware of, like, muzzle awareness and shit like that. But we were sitting there, and it was when he fucking pulled it. You just hear this, and we weren't even playing. Everybody had their mask off from behind the safety wall. And he just hear this, "Ah!" You hear a gun go off and somebody yell. You're like, "What the fuck?" Well, I don't know what happened. Like, Wynn's gun was definitely off safety, and he, I don't know, accidentally hit the trigger or whatever. Well, the fucking paintball blew through the end of the fucking cover and hit somebody right in the back. Thank God that's only where it hit.
Oh my, dude, I was close.
Yeah, you were right there.
If he didn't, and it was low, I think. But if that dude wasn't there, it would have hit me. Maybe not in the eye.
No,
it would have hit me low.
Yeah, and really, he pretty much hit him point blank. And so then the whole time we kept giving the ref shit, like, "Oh, I thought they always work." She's like, "I have never seen that." So it must have been like a little hole, and it just escaped out of there. So,
and we were giving him shit because he went from the Army to the Air Force. And we're like, "Yeah, that's fucking Air Force shit right there. Accidental discharges, dude. You're pulling the trigger in the cantonment area,
right? How come it's not unsafe? Why aren't you unloading?" Like, what the fuck? Right. There's nobody unloads in paintball, but. He's like, "I don't even know what the fuck happened," but yeah, to me that was super funny. That was funny because they kept yelling at people, "Oh, the cover always works.
Safety might not always work. Cover always works."
Nope. For you. which is fucking phenomenal. And when he doesn't give a fuck about anything, he just starts laughing.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
Nobody got hurt. I love Win.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
But it was so funny. And the guy's like, that's literally the first time I've ever seen that.
Yeah.
So, which I got to thinking, like, he's gonna, like, he has to take that and probably tell every class now.
Right.
Now we had to watch. He's like, but like, make sure you watch it. Like, we had this group of Army fucks that were in. Pull the trigger went right through. So just be like, from there on until that place closes down.
He was a real good dude. I'm sure he puts up with rowdy crowds. Since this is a bachelor party, we were probably a little bit more rowdy and mouthy. But I think he had fun, and we didn't do anything real stupid. And towards the end, he's like, look, you guys do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah.
So then, like, the last few rounds, we did it where the only way you get out is if you get head or chest.
Yeah,
leg shots, arms don't get out.
Gun.
If it's your weapons, you're not out. Head or chest gets out. But yeah, he was pretty lax with us, and I think he had fun.
Yeah.
So
He's a good guy.
yeah, that was awesome.
Good guy. So yeah, so we went there, and then we went out to the cabins, and from there, man, it was just ate.
Yeah, from there we got to the cabins. Our main man Fox came out. He didn't come out for paintball, but he said he was going to come out. So I secured a key. Then we had I wanted to make sure we got a solid group of people in our cabin.
Yep.
Because you want to be able to sleep. You get some people in your cabin, then you got to worry about, this motherfucker's going to be throwing some pranking shit,
Right.
We had a solid crew. Ernest was in there. Ben was in there.
Yeah.
Me, you, and Fox. And then
Jordan.
That's right. So yeah, we had a solid. It was air conditioned. There's a fridge in there. They had bunk beds. We had electricity. And then from there, we all met in the, I guess, pavilion area. People started grilling. We got 2 charcoal grills up, and then we did a thing that everybody talked about the first time they met Rob.
Right, or how you know him.
How do you know
Introduce yourself, because not everybody knows everybody.
Yeah,
and
right.
I thought that was fucking phenomenal.
That was a great idea.
I thought that was a great idea. Tell him like a stupid story about him or whatever, and I mean that was good.
Yeah, that was fun.
So yeah, I like that. And he got a lot of fucking awesome just alcohol for like getting married. We can actually say it now since he already has it, but Nasty and Friends got him a gift for getting married and also doing everything, and it's called Number One Tequila, and it's a Ron White's tequila that he makes, and we got it engraved on the back, which I think it's funny. I think it's way funnier what we put instead of saying like congrats or congratulations.
Good luck,
like you only
prick.
have like a limited amount, but yeah, we just said good luck, prick, love, NAF, which I think is fucking awesome. So we got that. Somebody got him some fucking scotch, wasn't it? Like 12-year-old.
The Glenn Levitch or whatever, maybe like a 12-year-old.
What's the one that starts with an M? Oh fuck! I should know it, but I can't think.
The
of
Makers, maybe?
No, I don't remember. Maybe it was
either.
Glenn Levitt, but he got like some fucking bomb ass bottles and shit, which is always
some
good.
aged stuff.
But yeah, I fucking love that we did that for him. So and
no, it was just a good time because it's so different. Like it's okay going to the bars, but you're in the woods. You could be loud. We did a bonfire, cut down some trees, did a bonfire, played games. We played cornhole and just ate a lot. I probably ate like 3 hamburgers and 2 hot dogs, and I drank a bottle of Tito's.
Yeah. We played cornhole and then we threw bags on some boards. No, cornhole or bago, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, there's a lot of games going, and then. Yeah, I mean, just fucking, they're playing Wisest Wizard. Yeah. Which have we talked about Wisest Wizard on the podcast before? I can't remember if some of the early days with Long if we did. But what you do, especially to play it if you go camping, because it's super easy to clean up. Yeah. But the goal is everybody gets 1 roll of duct tape, and if you drink beer, which you and I don't, if you drink beer, you get 1 roll of duct tape, and so you finish your first beer, and then you got to tape the next beer onto the one that you just finished. And the goal is whoever has the biggest staff at the end of the night wins. So whoever's the tallest, which is super funny. It's not bad. 1, 2, or 3, you can set it down. And then it gets to a point where you're like 6, 7, and you're like, hey, can you hold this? Like I got to go pee or whatever. And so people, I mean, we got there whatever time, and we were going all night. So people have like fucking a case just all taped together and shit.
And when I've only played it once. We had a Husker football Saturday with Meston and Long. It might have just been us. We cooked some food, and then I was like, fuck it, I'll drink beer, I'll play. When you're at like 5 or 6, it's not like the perfect height. Like you could sit down and hold it. Yeah. Once it gets like to about as tall as you are, or even less than that, like to drink, you have to tilt that whole staff to be able to drink. So if you're inside, I remember having to go over I had a split entry. I had to go over the balcony because to get it to tilt to where you're getting liquid, the whole staff is like touching the ceiling.
Right.
So I mean, outside, it's perfect. Even if it's
that's why you play. And plus, it's a lot easier to clean up if you're
Right.
camping. Like the first time I ever saw it, I don't think you were there, but it was 2 times Ernest. Long, I think Meston, myself, we all just went out camping. That's where I had heard of it.
Okay.
And I mean, there's people like Long. He takes it fucking serious.
Yeah.
Like he puts supporting links and shit, in there.
Yeah.
And you just make it. And his buddy Nick, like he started doing, like he made like an actual sword out of his. Like he did the cross. He wasn't worried about the height, and so you could just do it art.
Yep.
And I remember playing. I think I sent you and Meston when Meston was living with you, because after that camping trip, I had went back, told my brothers about it, and him and his friends played. And
I remember that.
Maverick had one that was taller than the garage.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So it is fun if you play. You want to, like I said, easy clean up, but it's called just Wisest Wizard, and however you want. But yeah, it's fucking phenomenal. So everybody playing that, and some of the younger guys that are in Long's new unit, man, they were killing it.
Yeah.
And it gets to the point where like it just bends in the middle. Like if you don't do it really well, you can just bend it so you can just fucking drink it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like structural stability is big.
Yeah.
Because you once you get over like 10, it starts curving. Because you want it to look sharp.
Right.
You know, if you want, I guess it doesn't have to. But yeah, I when I did, the only time I played, I had to run supports up the side to make it so it's not like a curvy fucking thing.
Right.
But and then you make the mistake every now and then. You'll make the mistake where you crack your beer open, and then you're like, fuck, now you got to tape it while it's open, and then it's spilling.
Yeah.
You want to tape it and then crack it open.
Yeah, and you can have, I mean, I guess you can make up your own rules, but for the most part, you can have people help you out. The only rule is you got to just pretty much just use your same roll of duct tape. Which people weren't, again, people you care less. I mean, you don't have to do it, but if you really want to play, people just fucking care. Some people will make holders for their duct tape on their staff. Like you know what I'm saying? So they have it with them the whole time. Yeah. And it's just kind of cool to see. I wish I drank beer just so I could try to play it at some point.
They're playing Wisest Wizard like a bunch of jabronis. Me and you were drinking out of our Yetis because we were drinking liquor.
Yeah, which is fucking great because like you said, you finished a bottle of Tito's. I finished a bottle of Crown or Captain, and we taped the bottle of Captain on Ernest staff. So like at the very top, it just made it that much taller. It was fucking awesome. Then he ended up just throwing it into the fire. But yeah, we taped that on there. So I thought that was pretty fucking sweet.
That was sweet. That, and we had the bonfire going, and good food, and then we did the put everybody in formation and started roasting people and revoking passes. Oh my god!
And thank God. I mean, that was super fucking late. So you set up that story and like on what exactly we did and why.
Okay. So when we were in my last AT with the fire unit was a couple years ago. We were in Fort McCoy, Wisconsin. Me and Rob Long were in charge of our team of maybe 8-10 people. And we were Team DILF. And if you don't know what DILF is, it means Dads I'd Like to Fuck. So we were Team DILF. And we did a bunch of training. We had really good training when we went out there. We went to the CST course, which is pretty awesome. We went to the National Guard base out there where we did aircraft rescue firefighting. They had a building that we could do Class A burns and do structure firefighting. But we had a lot of downtime waiting on stuff. And every now and then for downtime, we would put everybody in the formation, and then we'd go up and down put them at dress right dress, or what would you call that? Dress right dress, yeah, at close intervals. And then we would just both go down the line, inspecting everybody's uniform and roasting them. And then no matter what, we would say, pass revoked. So we would go up the line. I would be first, and I would say, hey, Private Smith, you iron your uniform. Did you shave today? You look like shit. Like, how come you performed so poorly on this and this? And we would just check out the uniform and just roast them, and then pass revoked. And then Long would do the next guy. We would go up and down the formation. And we would do that, maybe every other day. If we had a thing where we were waiting, like, for instance, one day we would go to the obstacle course, and then if we had to wait for somebody to get the keys or get whatever, we'd have time. Like, all right, form it up. Team Dill, form it up, and we would roast people. So at the bachelor party, Long pulls me out in the woods, and he's like, hey, man, I think we should form everybody up and do pass revoked. And I said, nah. I said, that's stupid.
Because at this time, it's like what fucking time? I mean, you were talking 10 or 11.
It was probably late.
Yeah.
And I said, there's a lot of people here. They don't even know what it is. He's like, yeah, they've seen Band of Brothers. They probably know what it is. And after it was a short time. I said, dude, this is your bachelor party. Well, I'll do whatever the fuck you want
Yeah.
to do, man. This is your night. If you really want to do it, I'm in.
Yeah. So
at first I said, nah. I said, no, if you want to do it, let's do it.
Yeah, so at this time, I'm sitting on the bench and I'm talking to Medina because I hadn't seen him in a while. We're just fucking catching up. So people are going on, then all of a sudden, I'm like, what the fuck is Long doing? He just walks out, he stands at attention, and he's just like, fall in! Which for you non-military fucks, that means wherever you're at, you go in, you have to get in a formation right away. Yep. People are like, fuck you, not doing it. And he just didn't break, just stood there, fall in! Like, I mean, would wait, like, it seemed like a minute, and then he just kept saying it. I was like, well, fuck it. It's his battle. Whatever he wants to do, let's fucking do it. So we get up there. It's not a regular formation. It's a shit formation. People,
it's a gaggle fuck.
Yeah, people are just standing way off or whatever.
Yeah.
And so they go to fucking do it. And I was like, you know what? This is actually pretty funny because I had heard you talk that you had done it before. Yeah. I knew what he was doing. So I bust out my phone, and I just go to the voice recorder, and I just hit record. And so just record audio is all. Okay. And I get the first 10 minutes.
Oh my God, I haven't listened to it yet.
Yeah, no, you haven't. The only thing that sucks is I wish I would have kept it going because I missed the roast of Meston at the end. So, but yeah, I mean, you get the whole front row. I mean, you guys are going, and we could play a little bit of it now if you want, or
no. I think we do it off.
Okay, yeah. I'll let you listen to it, but it's like 10 minutes, and there's some shit that there's one of the younger guys who was on a hill. He goes to stand formation. He like falls down the hill.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he left his staff down next to him, and so Wilburn fucking grabs it and throws it at him, smokes him right in the face. I mean, he's like 20 yards downhill, and he just wham! I got that on the recording, like, and so I had forgot that I recorded that.
Yeah.
I mean, I told you the next day we kind of listened to part of it. I'm like, I'll get to it, and then I forgot about it up until like 2 days ago, and then I was just thinking about the weekend again because I've just been riding off that high because it was so awesome. I'm like, oh my God! So I went and listened to the whole 10 minutes, laughing my fucking dick off, man. It was so funny. Just, I mean, and you might have said this earlier when I was pissing, but no matter what they say, like there's not a right answer.
No.
Whatever you say is wrong. So you're, it's like, did you shave this morning? I'm like, no, I haven't shaved in like 3 years. Typical. Yeah. Where are you from? Nebraska? Figures. Just different shit.
Everything is wrong. So long as like, I was like, how do you want to do it? And he said, kind of like we used to do it. Like you do one, I'll do the next one, and every now and then we'll both chime in and just roast them. We do the knife hand. We start yelling. We were drunk, so I'm sure we were yelling almost the whole time.
Yeah. But, so I figured that's when shit was gonna, like, if anything major, because you get in people's faces. Yeah. There's some people I didn't know would be able to handle, especially how drunk most everybody was.
Right.
Everybody was fucking cool. Phenomenal.
And everybody had fun. Like, and then I was like, well, fuck, I feel like an idiot for being like, this stupid idea. Yeah. It was so much fun, and I know Long loved it.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you some stuff that happened, but I'm not just because I want you to listen to it. It's gonna jog your memory. There's this one part I just fucking almost pissed me. Like I was holding Grace and he was sleeping. And I started laughing. It almost woke him up. I was fucking. I'm like, this is so. After we get done, I'll pop it up and show it to you or make you listen to it.
Oh, I can't wait, dude. We'll end this podcast now. It's like, no, it's so fun because if you see movies, that's what the drill sergeants do or whatever. Yeah, and then it's just so fun because then if somebody gives a stupid answer, right, and then like even like if like Long's roasting somebody like and they give a stupid answer, I'm like, what the fuck? Jesus Christ! And then we're both like get closer to him, like, are you fucking serious? Right. Square yourself away right now. You fucking idiot. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, who's battle buddy? And then you can just keep going off and just keep hammering and keep hammering.
Yeah. And so it may sound like, for I guess people who've never been in the military, I don't know if it like how that sounds, if it sounds mean or anything, but in fact, I mean, no, it's not, and we know it's all good and love, but you guys fucking went hard on some people. I was laughing. There's only one person who didn't get their pass revoked. That was Fox.
That's right. Yeah, we didn't revoke his pass.
Which again, he was deployed. So he had all the proper wrong answers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that was great. Just going after everybody, and oh man, that was fucking beautiful.
And going back to Foxy, like I see Foxy all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, he lives close. I just had lunch with him on my birthday.
Yeah.
With he came out with everybody, and I get to see him all the time. But like, yeah, like even you haven't seen him in years.
No.
So I mean, and that's most of the people. I know he doesn't always like to be around people. He's been through some shit. He went out there and he had a fucking blast. Dude.
Yeah.
Like the whole time he's laughing, he's talking to people. He's more outgoing than
yeah.
me,
I remember him
think.
saying, "I fucking miss you guys. I can't believe it's been this long."
Yep.
And that's why we were all talking, man. Everybody, because he used to do what was called the dining in, which is fun. I mean, it's very formal, it's very military, and it's all scripted and stuff. And I was like, I just want to do like something like the dining in, but not so official.
Right.
You don't have to dress up. Pretty much just do what we did for Long's bachelor party.
Yep.
But just somewhere we don't, because we had people come over. I know we were super loud.
Yeah, we had a couple complaints.
Yeah, and I get it.
Right.
I mean, I get it. It was Mother's Day weekend, so I'm sure people have their kids
look,
out there.
I'm a mother lover. You're a mother lover.
Well played, sir. Well played. So I mean, I get that, but if we can get, and I think Wilburn said he has a place where we can go, we can be as loud as we want, and just to get everybody together, like you said, the fact that for the most part everybody's either married or has been married, kids, a lot of people were older, calmed down. I mean, we're still gonna get crazy for sure.
For sure. We still
but
get loud.
just to see everybody fucking win, Medina, Fox,
the Vascos,
both of Vascos, who don't even Big E, he fucking lives in Minnesota now, and all this shit. I'm not even in the state anymore. I mean, I'm not far away, but I'm in Kansas City and shit like that.
Yeah, Ben came from Texas. I mean,
yeah, just to get everybody together, man, and just to do that and hang out, and we just talk about. And I just remember Ernest, and I fucking laughed. Like, so we were pretty hammered, pretty faded, and so they bought these burgers that were like, you buy like the 20, it's in like one like plastic sleeve, they're frozen, they're not good burgers at all, but that's what we cooked. But we hadn't, like, whatever time we ate, and this is probably like at 5 or 6 that night.
I was hungry.
So super fucking hungry. So they get them done. Like, they get hot dogs first. I eat a hot dog, Ernest eats a hot dog, and then I was like, I'm getting a fucking burger as soon as it gets here. So I fucking eat it, and I like walk away, and Ernest grabs one and eats it, and he's like across the pavilion from me or whatever, and he takes the last bite of his burger, and I just finished mine. I was like, God damn, that fucking burger was so good. Like, I didn't think it was gonna be good because the kind it was, but the state of mind that I'm in, super fucking hungry. I'm like, God damn, it's fucking great. And I just see Ernest just fucking looking. Like, it almost, to me, in my head, it almost looked like a panic look. And I'm like, who the fuck's he looking for? And then he fucking sees me, and he just, like, walks, like, dead to me, like, fucking, like, cutting people off. And I'm like, all right, well, I thought maybe he was looking for his drink, because he had left his drink or his staff over by me. So I was like, well, that's probably what he's going. And so I start fucking walking away, and he goes to fucking say something. I just turned to him. I'm like, that burger was on lock, or I said like that burger was clutch or something like that. And he goes, oh my, he goes, I had to tell you that. As soon as I finished my burger, I was looking for you to tell you that. And it's just the fact that him and I were just on that same level, like with that shitty ass burger that was absolutely fucking phenomenal, and it was just fucking great. We just busted up laughing, and it's just like how at the end of a podcast weekend goes. My head hurt, not so, I mean, I had a shit ton to drink, but just from fucking, gut-wrenching fucking laughing just from all the stupid shit and telling the old stupid drill stories and stuff like that. It was fucking great. Best bachelor party till the next one.
No, it was fantastic, man. It was fantastic.
Yeah, you and I were the last ones up. Yeah, we were up till 2:30 or 3. I think probably 3 o'clock by the time we actually went down. But we were the last ones outside. It was 2:30 when we decided to turn it in. And
fucking OGs at this game.
Yeah,
you know.
It was good. Wedding, finished that off. Wedding was beautiful.
I'll go back to Friday real quick.
Oh yeah.
So Friday, I wake up. I'm in a hotel. No. We wake up at the. We wake up at the fucking
cabin.
Hold on, I'm getting my fucking days. This is Thursday.
Thursday night. We go.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Friday, I'm hungover as fuck.
Yeah.
Like I go home, and that afternoon we go to Lincoln. We check in a hotel, and then we go get sushi. We go bar hopping, and then we meet up with you.
Yep.
We meet up with Spencer, and we meet up with Taylor.
Yep.
After they left the concert, and then we're just hanging out and drinking. That was a good day, but that morning, the whole morning, I felt like shit. And I remember I saw you on Twitter, and you're like, bachelor party last night. I feel like a fucking champ. I'm a professional at this shit. And I remember reading that, and I'm thinking, like, I feel like I died last night, and nobody told me. I felt so bad. I don't know why I felt so bad, dude.
Well, I think part of it is like when we went to sleep and the fucking Nebraska was like a 7:15. They go into every cabin. They don't wake anybody up, but they go in and make noise.
Yeah.
And so I fucking jump up, and I knew people were gonna be bouncing early, so I get up, fucking grab Pedialyte, and I was like, I want to go see Long in case he bounces, help clean up a little bit. Yeah. And then I come back, and it's like 8 o'clock. You're like, are you getting up? I was like, yeah, I've been up since 7:15. You're like, why the fuck is everybody awake right now? We should be fucked. Like, you got like you were offended. You're like, people should be fucking sleeping. Yeah, we partied. We can't. Yeah.
People get up at the butt crack of dawn. I didn't understand it. So then I'm like, there's no. So then I find out even worse news. Like, all right, everybody's up. I'm like you're up. Everybody else's bed is gone.
Yeah.
So I'm immediately angry. Like, what the fuck? Like, I couldn't go back to sleep if I wanted to. Because now I'm by myself in the woods.
Yeah.
So then, with no weapon. So then I find out there's no breakfast. And I'm like, this is fucking horseshit. Wedding's off.
Yep. And they had bought like 3 fucking slabs of biscuits.
Biscuits for biscuits.
Yeah. Gravy, they had like, fucking cans of gravy. But nobody just wanted to. They're like, no, we got shit to do.
Yeah. So the good news that came out of that, we still got to see Long and everybody.
Yep.
And then somebody left a 24 pack of Bud Light cans in our cabin with just one missing. So 23 beers. Like, well, I'm taking this shit home. I still got some of them in my fridge. In my fridge, I got Yingling, Bud Light, High Life, and Dos Equis. I got it.
That's a good weekend.
Full of bears. Yeah. But, so the day of that Friday was awesome.
Yeah.
By the night, I felt great.
Yeah.
To hang out with you, Spencer and Taylor, and ate a couple more times after sushi and drank, and
which I thought was fucking great. So I went and I had a friend's house I could have gone to. House is always unlocked. They go take a shower, nap, or whatever. Mm-hmm. I was like, no, fuck that. Like, I need to go to Target to poop.
That's a good place to poop.
Yeah.
Their bathrooms are clean all the time.
So I went there, and all the fucking stalls, full battle rattle. There's a person in every stall. And I'm like, nope, fuck this. Yeah. So I left, and I went to, this is like a park that's in Lincoln, and that they have bathrooms. I went in there, did my business, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, it's nice. I'm going to fucking take a nap. Like, just here in my car, I'm like, because I was waiting to check into my hotel. Yeah. Because it was like super early, and I technically couldn't check in until like normally check-ins like at 3 o'clock, and they're like, "Well, call in. We might be able to get you in at 1:30 at the earliest." So I was like, whatever. So I like get in, I just put on some music and park, and I just fucking pass out. So then I wake up, and I like look next to me, and like 2 parking stalls away, there's only one other vehicle in the whole parking lot area. Mm-hmm. And it's 2 stalls away from me, and it's a parking attendant. And I'm like, fuck, did I park like... And because right next to me was a handicap stall. I'm like, I'm almost positive it wasn't a handicap stall. I don't want to fucking wake up with a ticket. I'd be pissed. Like, there's like literally 20 parking spots, like whatever. And so I like look up, and I like raise up, and I look over at him, and I just wave. And he just holds up his sandwich and like cheers me. He just had parked where he was because it was under the shade, and he was just having lunch. Smart. So I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. And then he finished up and left. And then, so I called the hotel, and I was like, all right, like, this is the story, blah, blah, blah. I just got back from North Korea. And
smart.
So I was like, no, I want to just see if I can check in my hotel. They're like, well, it's probably 1:30 at the earliest, so just come in. We can hold your bags if you want to go get lunch or whatever. I'm like, perfect, because I'm fucking starving. Because at this time, I only had 1 biscuit. All right. So I was like, I'll go get, brunch somewhere, get a fucking drink in, get a drink in me, keep this party going. Yeah, smart. So I go there. I'm talking, her name's Katie, and I was like, hey, this is the deal. If I get it as early as possible, like, I'll give you my phone number. Like, just text me when it's ready or whatever. So, yeah, so I'll see what I can do. And she's, like, going through all this stuff. And she's like, all right, here, 509. That's your room number. I was like, wait, it's ready now? And it was, like, 12:15. Mm-hmm. She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, fuck, I owe you a drink. So I went up there, fucking took another hefty shit. Nice. I took a shower and fucking went down. I mean, she was working, but like, hey, Katie, I'm going to go get lunch. Do you want me to either bring you back a drink or do you want to go with me? And she's like, no. I was like, all right. Just fucking let me check in that early. Awesome. That never fucking happens. Mm-hmm. And it was a concert. Like, Tim McGraw and Faith Hill were in town that night.
Oh, my God.
And then I stayed at the hotel where the wedding, like all the wedding party was. So I didn't think, so I didn't think the room would be ready at all. Yeah. And so then I went and I fucking went back and took a nap, and then I went out to Rob's house with him and Chubbs and just BS'd, had a drink, driveway beers essentially. Helped him work on his boat. which really wasn't anything. I just played with this kid, and while he worked on it, and then I went back to Lincoln, parked my car, and that's when I went down and met you and Camus, and then we waited for the Degenerate and his girl, and they met us after that concert, and it was fucking phenomenal. It was a great Friday, man.
Great Friday, man.
Phenomenal.
Great Friday. That was a great time. So for me, Saturday morning, wake up, I'm feeling good because we didn't go too hard Friday.
Yeah.
So then our state of mind is, well, shit, check-out's at noon, wedding's at 5. We got to either find a place to... I do not want to wear my suit around. We got to find a place to change. We got to figure something out. We tried to get a late checkout. They said no. We ended up getting the room for another night, even though we had to go back into town Saturday night because I was on shift Sunday morning. It was like $40 for another night. There was some kind of discount.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
It was at the Marriott, so it definitely wasn't that much the first night. So we said, perfect, we'll fucking take it.
Yeah.
Because we found that out at we ate breakfast at 9, and then trying to figure out our plan at 10. Camus got it in. I don't know if she's points. I can't remember how she did it. But I'm like, are you fucking serious? So we were thinking we're going to have to go into town, eat.
Yeah.
Well, like
drinks, I told you,
spend a shit ton of money, and then
chilled in my room because I had that
extra
place, which
that
knew,
was,
but it's
that was
still,
one of the plans. But we didn't know. So then, and then after that, we'll spend money bar hopping, whatever, all day, and then figure out a place where we could change. So then, when she's like, "Hey, I figured it out. We just got the room for another night. It was only like $40." I was like, "You fucking." So we just chilled in the fucking hotel room all day, which was like a fucking vacation, dude.
Yeah.
At home. You got kids, and you got pets, and on top of that, it's tough to just lay in bed because you're like, well, shit, we gotta clean this, we got laundry, I gotta do bills. You gotta do your shit at home. In a hotel, we don't even gotta clean this motherfucker. We're gonna destroy this thing.
Yeah,
turn the AC down to 50.
Yeah, shit in a drawer.
Shit in the drawer. Do an upper decker in the toilet, whatever. So then it's like no responsibilities. We don't have anything to do till 5. We watched just movies. We laid in bed. We ordered Yaya's Pizza.
Oh, nice.
Through that app, the fast delivery guys.
Oh, yeah. So they go and get it and bring it to the hotel.
Yeah, and we had a coupon, so it was only like $3 for them to do that. We didn't even have to leave for... So, we're just fucking chilling. And then a couple hours previous, I started pre-gaming for the wedding and getting dressed. And it was... that I'm like, we got to do this. I mean, even... What are you guys in town for? Oh, nothing. We're just chilling in the hotel. No distractions, no work, just
that's fucking great.
So a little bit before the wedding, we started getting dressed. I started drinking, and then I went to the wedding and saw everybody. Yeah. Ernest, was the what do you call that?
He ordained the wedding.
Ordained it.
Yeah. He was the guy, which was fun. He did fucking crushed it.
Great.
Did absolutely phenomenal. Mimi was absolutely beautiful.
Oh,
long,
Jesus.
fucking good looking guy.
Yeah.
They're going through some very personal family stuff. I'm not gonna air that, but just as everything that they had just gone through, just to see it. To me, it was a fucking fantastic. It was a quick wedding, which I love. Yeah. They loved it. The reception was fucking great. Like I said, Ernest killed it. She was beautiful. It was good. It was outside. Yeah. It was perfect. We got to sit in the shade. Got to sit next to you and your shouty.
Yeah. And I was sitting next to Jenny, which is Ernest's wife. And I was like, how's he doing? She said, oh my God, he's so fucking nervous. He wasn't nervous until today. Now he's nervous. And he did great.
Yeah,
he did great.
Hey, one of my favorite things from it was so he has a book that he's flipping through, and he goes a ring, it's a circle, and he starts laughing. So if anybody's ever seen The
Hangover. No.
It's I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Yes, good save.
So
dude.
Thanks. It's that is Kevin James and Adam Sandler. Rob Schneider is the ordained guy, and they're getting married in Canada, and he's like, love is a circle. Or the ring is a circle. It's a circle.
A circle.
And so that's what we all thought he was laughing. We'll come to find out, Rob Long on the very last page had fucking drew a giant dick in his book that he's reading from and didn't tell him. So he opens it and he just starts laughing, which is typical Rob.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking phenomenal. Yeah. So, he did great.
Yeah.
It was absolutely beautiful. And, so then we went inside and they assigned seating, which I'd never been to a wedding with assigned seating. I thought it was cool. They had like little They're like suckers, and it had your name and then the table number on there. So that was fucking cool. And they said like you and Camus got to sit with JPEGs and I, and then we had Timmery, which is Harris's wife. He's deployed, so he couldn't be there, but she sat with us, and then some old friends along. Dan and do you remember his wife's name? I can't remember her name.
They were really nice.
Yeah, but they were cool as fuck. So like our table was awesome, but they pretty much it was the way that it was like kind of like a separate room, but it was still connected to the main room. But that's where all the Army people were.
Like an overflow room. I felt a little offended.
It was smart on their part.
Right.
But I think my favorite part of the whole thing. So she went to KU. I think that's where she graduated from. And so her maid of honor was giving a speech. And so she's like, I know Mimi. I met Mimi when we went to KU. And so everybody's a Husker fan. Yeah. The wedding's in Lincoln, Nebraska. She goes, we met in KU. Everybody just starts booing. And I fucking lied. I mean, it wasn't like bad, but it was just like boo. And like everybody laughed because you have to. To me, that was funny as fuck. Especially being Husker fans and stuff. So, it was good. And she was awesome with it. She laughed and, said might have said go Jayhawks. I don't remember. It's kind of hard to hear where I was. But no, it was awesome. Like the speeches were great.
I'll say my favorite part, and maybe I shouldn't say it, but we're in a safe place. Yeah. Correct? My favorite part was Mimi's dress because they really accentuated her breasts. Yeah. She looked huge. So shouts out to Mimi. Long comes up to us at one point. He's like, how about Mimi's tits, huh? And I was like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, because he came up to me. He's like, hey, he's like, did you see my wife's tits? I was like, of course not. I would not look. That's your wife. Yeah. And he's like, I'll turn around and not look. And so, because she was standing right there. Yeah. So I just like act like I gazed the room, turned around and just went, nailed it. Yeah. No, it was awesome. It was a beautiful dress. Like she was.
She's a gorgeous woman. Yeah, I think she must be a saint. And I think
she has to be a saint. Be a saint. I mean, I'm sure Long is in love, but she for sure settled. There's no doubt about that. She's settled. For sure.
She's a dentist. She's smart. She's beautiful.
Yeah, she has a chin.
Yeah, she's got a chin.
I don't know. I'm guessing. I asked her. I was like, blink twice if you're being held hostage, and she didn't blink. So he has it unlocked.
Good for him. Good for him.
It was awesome. But I mean, when was the last time we had a unit wedding? Was it mine? Was it JPEGs or Harris? Yeah, that's right.
But before that, it's been a long time.
Yeah,
yours.
Yeah, because Harris was a year. They actually today, technically, we're recording this on May 27th. This is their year anniversary.
Hey, shouts out.
So yeah, shouts out to them. Happy anniversry. Yeah, but not all the Army guys could show up for that one. No. So it wasn't as big as Army guys.
Yeah, this was a big one. Yours was a big one. Yeah. But it's been way too long, man. I don't know who the next one is going to be,
Because Wilburn's married, which not a lot of us went to that one. Yeah. I couldn't make it because I don't remember what it was. But, I don't think... Yeah, that might be the end of it. Pretty close. Oh, maybe next time Long gets married.
No, me and Camus are probably going to get married.
What?
We're not going to rush into it. We've both been married before.
You're only 21.
I'm only 21. Things are going great. We've talked about it. No, I'm sure we will at some point, but we'll rush into that. We're adults now. When you're a kid, you're like, you got to do this.
Right.
Like now, it's just like, we'll do it. I mean, it's better for benefits and shit like that. Other than that,
for sure.
No, but unit weddings are always the best.
Yeah, you fucks. I mentioned it before, but you fucks did a human centipede at my wedding. And my wife's side of the family barely drink. They're pretty conservative, so I loved it. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. It's the best. You guys, I've said this a million times, and I may not be as far as like a career job, may not be something that I absolutely love and stuff like that. But my family and my friends, I couldn't have struck it better. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like when I legitimately said for a week, I fucking rode the high off of that weekend. Mm-hmm. Like I just so much fun and just fucking laughing and like seeing Jenny, like Ernest is why I haven't seen her in like years. So it was fucking awesome to see her. I know they're getting a new house. They're building a new house and they're building one right next to Wynn. Yep. So hopefully when they get all that done, they're gonna have a party. That we're gonna do all of that. And so it's just good to see everybody. I've only seen Timmery once since Harris has been deployed, so it was great that she came. You got to catch up with her and see her. It just everybody, like I said, both of Vasco's in one place can be a lot for a lot of people.
Fuck, that hasn't happened. I can't remember the last time that happened to me. Yeah, it was so good to see everybody. You know, like we saw a couple people at the dining out a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Some people at Harris's wedding.
Yeah,
seen a lot of people that we brought to the podcast.
Yeah, Wilburn and his wife Laura, she was there.
Oh,
so that was
it's
awesome.
Great to see them.
Yeah,
yep.
And we ended up going out. I ended up going out with them after. So after
you?
we left, we went down because we had to leave because JPEGs is still pumping. So and it'd been so like she just couldn't go any longer. So we left. And then we went out and we went to a bar and then Meston, Little E, and then the Wilburns and Timmery all. I didn't even mean to rhyme that. They all met up with us, and so we had like 1 to 2 drinks, and then JPEGs and I hit up like a cigar bar that's like it's probably literally it's smaller than what your basement is right now here in BDC Studios. And it's just, you could buy cigars to smoke, but it was right by the hotel, and it's like in an alley. Yeah. And it's called the Cigar Lounge, I think, or something, but cigars. It's cigars, but it's spelled with a Z or something. But it was pretty cool, like, because on Friday night, I went in there, and I was just heading back from the night, and I walked right by it, and it was like 1:30. And I was like, oh, shit. I was like, can I get a drink? Are you guys still open? They're like, yeah, we're open till 2. You got plenty of time. So I was like, fuck yeah. Just sat there and just BS with some a couple chicks that were there, a couple dudes, and it was fucking awesome. Nice. I just love finding small places like that because early 20s, I went to all the bars and did all the dance and stuff, which I love. It's fucking phenomenal. I think everybody should do that and shit. The older I get, I just want more of a quiet place. I don't want to see a fight like I'm over, seeing that shit. So just everybody just fucking chill. It was super quiet. Wasn't that loud. I even had tweeted about it, just spending the weekend with family and shit like that. So, it's fucking absolutely phenomenal. So it was a fantastic weekend. Fantastic weekend.
Yeah, and every time we all get together, we got to be like, we always talk about, we got to do this again. We got to, and I like that idea. Instead of doing the dining out, we do something like that. The only problem is finding somebody to organize it, which is a problem because everybody's schedule's tough as fuck. But we'll do it. We'll do it again for sure. If it's not a wedding, we'll make it happen ourselves. Talking about bar hopping, we went to Friday night. We hit up sushi. Then we just
this past Friday.
Yes. No, the weekend of the weekend of the wedding. Still, before we met up with you in the Longwells or whatever. What do you call that? Open area.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right across from Pinnacle.
Haymarket.
Haymarket. Okay.
Or no.
Rail yard or whatever.
Yeah, rail yard. Yeah, rail yard.
Whatever you call it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
They need something like that in my city.
Yeah.
It's the only thing comparable to the Power and Light, other than the Power and Light in Kansas City that I can think of. But we did some bar hopping. Just one drink here, one drink there, and then we ended up watching baseball in that outside court. It's just huge.
Watching the Huskers,
watching the Huskers play baseball in that outside courtyard area that connects different bars, and I just love that area.
Yeah.
But before there, we hit the Starlight Lounge, and I know you've been there before. The martini bar downstairs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love it.
Buzzard Billy's maybe.
Yeah, they have a almond joy martini that I love almond joy because I love coconut. Okay. And they put like a little almond joy on the side, and it tastes literally exactly like the candy. So
and that place is a cool place because it looks like you're in the 1950s.
Without
the racism.
Yeah, which is good. They allow black people.
They do. So. Everybody can sit at the same table, like kind of thing. They serve you. But right next to that now is this new place.
Yeah, which I had never been. You tell me about it, and I don't know how new it is, but it's still underground.
It's still underground on the other side of the Starlight. I believe it's underneath Buzzard Billy's. It might be Brewski's. I don't remember, but it's right there in the Haymarket. But it's an old school arcade place.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of the place I went to in Des Moines, up down or whatever. But it wasn't as cool as that place, but it was still super cool. Like the decorations on the wall. They had old school games, just arcade Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Tetris and Miss Pac-Man. I played a couple pinball games, and they had a full bar down there. It was just a cool fucking old music. That was cool. So we hit a couple more bars, and then met up with you, and the whole weekend, all in all, was fucking fantastic. I left Saturday night, or we left Saturday night because I had to go back to work at 7 a.m. at the firehouse Sunday morning. So, but I was good,
Yeah.
I was good by then. So, dude, great. Shouts out Rob Long. Shouts out me, especially Mimi. Shouts out Mimi. She's a saint. Gotta be.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we're cooking along. 2 hours, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I got a list of shit we could get into.
All right, let's start the podcast.
Let's start the podcast. Episode 34. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nasty and Friends podcast. I am Spicy Motherfucking Brown. I'm sitting here with my main man, Pagnasty.
Present. God, it's fucking great to be back,
It's
man.
good to be here,
it's
man.
So fucking.
It's been too long.
I know we've been talking all week about it. It's fucking phenomenal. We got some killer lineups. We say this every weekend. Could possibly be the best lineup.
Could be the best weekend.
Yeah, for sure, no doubt. We'll see. We'll have to see how the podcasts go, but I'm telling you, the next couple episodes are gonna be fucking fire.
It should be
dude.
fire.
It's
On top of that,
awesome.
today we're fucking feasting. We got the beef brisket.
Yeah.
We're drinking like goddamn pirates.
Yeah, we're eating placenta pizza later.
Jesus.
PP,
Christ.
placenta pizza.
We're eating pee-pee, ladies and gentlemen. We are gonna be eating pee-pee later. Let that soak in. There's a bunch of things that I want to get into, and we got time. Maybe not on this podcast, but in the next couple of days, we got time. I do want to tell you about my Chicago trip, but there's a couple stories I want to hear from you, and I'm not sure which one you want to get into, but you have to tell.
I'll tell the Pitch Perfect story for sure.
Okay.
The douche tooth guy, is that what this is?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
In the subway, in the restaurant.
Oh, that's Bluetooth guy.
Yeah, I call it a douche tooth.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bluetooth subway guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I know which one do you want to hear? Do you want to hear both of them, obviously? Or?
I think I want to hear if there's time.
Yeah. So, Bluetooth subway guy. From what I remember, now this is
long ago.
I mean, years ago. So, I had. I do like Subway. It's not my favorite place, but I do enjoy it. So back in the day, I would go there all the time. Well, and I documented this on my Facebook statuses, and I mean we're talking like 8 years ago. So it might be a little foggy. Well, I used to go into the Subway as the same one every time, and there was this guy there. It was a black guy. Doesn't matter. I just think it's funny to the story. But he's wearing a Bluetooth, so you probably would have guessed he was black anyway. But. So he always wear Bluetooth, and it was like way back in the day where like it would blink, so you know it was on. But why he was wearing it while working, I don't think he was like a manager waiting for people to call in or something. But it was always funny. So jokingly, I said I would love to see this guy answer his Bluetooth while working. Like I just want to see it. And so then I was like, went back into Subway, didn't answer it one of these days. I'm like, the day that he answers, I'm gonna fucking leave him a huge tip because I always have that tip jar out there, you know. And I'm gonna do it. So the day comes, I go in there, I'm like, just please let this be. I just want to fucking see it. So I go up there, I order. I don't even remember the guy's name. Like I know he knows me because I was in there like probably 2 or 3 times a week. You know, because I don't fucking cook when I was younger and shit.
No,
you know, it's somewhat relatively cheap. You can go in there, get a decent meal, and sometimes I would just get one and just save the rest of the sandwich for later that day or whatever. So I went in there. And it was funny, like, because even one time, like, he came out, there's, like, this song. He's literally making my sandwich, and the song comes on. He's like, can you hold on for a second? And I was like, I mean, I'm pretty much at your mercy, whatever. But I was like, yeah, I can hold on. He comes back, and the song changes, and he comes back, and he's kind of laughing. I was like, oh, don't want that playing? He goes, nah, man, we can't have a song about baby making up in here. I don't even remember what song, but I just remember instantly fucking laughing because I was like, dude, that is such a sex song. I wish I could remember, but like I said, but it was just like, nah, man, you can't have that baby making music going on. So
we getting girls pregnant up in here.
Yeah. And so this guy was like cool as fuck. And I always did a couple bucks here, a couple bucks there. I'm used to serve and bartend, so I think you should tip, and you should tip well. Like, if you can't tip, don't fucking go out to eat. You know what I mean? Right. At least if you can't tip 20%, in my opinion, more if you can afford it. So, I mean, we're talking months go by. Months of me going in there at least once a week, probably. More than that most weeks. And so I'm the only one in there. Some other funny stories happen that I don't remember at this point. But we're in there. And so he's making my sandwich, and he's, like, ringing it up. And he has it in his ear, and I, like, swipe my card. And he's like, oh, can you hold on a second? I was like, yeah. And he like turns around to go in the back, and I see him reach up and he hits the button on the side of the Bluetooth. And I was like, my eyes got open. I'm getting goosebumps now just thinking about it. Because you know when you want something so much, like, you know how like you probably wanted to be a firefighter way before you're a firefighter. You set your goals. You have, and when you got that call from your fire department, I can't even imagine, you know, what it was like in your, you know, I compare this like to seeing my kid born. You know, I finally, you know, you put so much into it, you wait the 9 months, and then you just see this beautiful thing that whatever higher power you believe in just gives you. So he turns around, he hits the Bluetooth, he turns the corner, and I just hear this, yo, what up, girl? And I was just like, yes, yes, yes. And so he fucking comes out, and I don't really remember, like, I wish, like, I'll have to be, like, checking my Facebook, because I don't remember what time of year, but I know, like, I think my whole status came up not too long ago about it.
Yeah, that's what made me...
Yeah, and I had put out the whole story, and I'm sure it's probably different from what I'm remembering than that, but I just remember, like, I think I was on my way out, and I heard, you know, what up, girl, because I didn't, like, I was pretty much done, you know, checking out. I just remember him, like, he's kind of seen it, but I didn't, like, put two and two together when I seen him reach up. When I heard him, yo, what up, girl? No, I'm like, I think he's, you know, no, I'm working. Yeah, I'll get at you later. And he fucking comes back around, and I said, thank you. And I put a fucking 20 in the fucking tip jar, and fucking, he's like, oh, thanks, man. So we'll talk to you later. So it was just fucking absolutely phenomenal, man. Like, just to see that, wanting that to happen, and the way that it happened. The guy was cool as fuck. If he was like a douchebag, I wouldn't have been, like, I'd have been super fucking pissed off and stuff like that. But I mean, the whole thing with that, we don't need that baby making music on, you know, playing and stuff like that.
That's funny, like it's not that big of a problem, but for him to be like, all right, wait, hold on a second, excuse me.
Yeah, and most of the time when I go in there, it's during lunchtime. I'm not the only person in there, and it was a Subway that's attached to a gas station. Okay, you know, so and I can tell you, like, it was, well, I guess I don't fucking live there anymore, but it was in Lincoln. It was the one on like 48th and I guess you don't know Lincoln that well, but anyway, it was like that one that's attached to that. And I don't know where that guy is, but I fucking, shouts out to him, man. I hope that he is fucking living his dream, you know, just answering Bluetooth in random places and stuff. But yeah, dude, that fucking, and the thing is, so what happened, the reason why you saw it on probably Facebook is every time I would put a Facebook status up, it would get, a lot of people knew. Like, I was like, a lot of people felt like, I hope it happens for you. Like, you know, I'm praying for you, like, you know, all this stuff. People loved it. And well, Molina would always have a fucking hilarious, like, he would always act like, and I would always call him Bluetooth Subway Guy. Yeah. And so I'd always like BTSBG. Okay. Like, so Bluetooth Subway Guy, that's how I would announce it. And he would always act like him or put a funny comment. Well, the one, when he finally answered, he goes, stand by for commentary. And so then he never recorded, like, ever put anything back. So like 3 or 4 years, or this is probably longer, 5 or 6 years at this point, and it came up, and so I commented, I'm like, still waiting for your commentary. So that's probably what brought it back up or whatever. But yeah, it was the little things in life that, man.
No, I just remember the story vaguely. And then I saw something on Facebook like 6 years ago, this happened, or one of those things. Yeah. And so I was like, oh shit, this is, I forgot about this. And then I read through all the comments. I'm like, I wrote it down. I'm like, we have to talk about this.
Yeah, I forget that you call it the dude, because I used to have a Bluetooth, and the only reason why I had one is because I got it free with my phone. Okay. And I would wear it on my, because this is before Bluetooth was in cars and stuff. Yeah. And I would wear it on my way home, and like I would like just call people randomly, or if I got a call, then I could answer it while driving and not hold it up. Yeah. Only time I use it, or if I knew, like, because at the time I was when I was in AT for the military, if I was in my room and I was talking to my girlfriend at the time for so long, for like a couple hours, like I'm not gonna hold up my phone. I'm just gonna wear it. So it's still douchey. I fucking hate them.
I mean, if you're in your office, you talk on the phone a lot, whatever. Yeah, I'm sure it'd be handy. I've never had one. I'm sure it'd be handy if you're on the phone a lot. I'm never on the phone. The people that made it douchey were the people that were, if you're in a restaurant and you're not using it, but you still have it hooked up to your head, like, what the fuck are you doing?
The people in business.
Are you really gonna answer your phone while you're eating with your, you know, like, people just wear it all day long, and then all of a sudden, hold on a second, boop.
Yeah.
and then just start talking.
Yeah, I remember.
What the fuck?
I have a friend who she was in a store.
Yeah.
It was years ago, probably around the same time.
Yeah.
And she's standing out there looking at salad dressings, and this woman like comes up next to her, and she's like, "Well, what kind of dressing would you use for like this salad?" And my friend goes, "I like Dorothy Lynch." And then like the woman just like gave her the stank eye look and turned around, and she had a Bluetooth in her other ear that she was talking onto the person.
Yeah.
She's like, "Fuck, how am I supposed to know? Like, you come up right next to me
and start talking.
Yeah, get fucked."
Fucking douchebag. That's why I call it a douche tooth. Like,
Yeah, no, it makes sense,
Yeah.
but I thought it was like one of your stories. So.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, that's the Bluetooth subway guy.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
dude.
absolutely.
That's
I
awesome.
wish I could remember his name. I couldn't even probably pick him out of a lineup, but I don't remember what he looks like. But yeah, it's just those two, the baby making and just, yeah, what up, girl?
What up, girl? Oh, I'm working. I'll
Yeah.
hit you up.
Yeah, it's the best.
That's awesome.
Absolutely loved it.
Yeah, we had to get that on the podcast,
Yeah,
man. I
no,
had to
for
hear
sure.
that.
Yeah, and then the other story, it's a quick story. It's
Okay.
the Pitch Perfect story. It was like probably the middle of the night, I think, when I had texted you. I was like, hey, did I ever tell you this Pitch Perfect story? Because JPEGs and I were watching Pitch Perfect like that night. Because I like that movie. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks.
Hey, you're a big fan of Andrew Kendrick.
Yeah, that's my girl. I love that woman. But yeah, so it's a fucking, I enjoy that movie. It's good. So this is when I was working. I used to work for a major cell phone company, and it rhymes with Horizon Wireless. And so I was on the phone, and I fucking hated the job, but I mean, it paid good. Whatever, blah, blah, blah. So this guy, I fucking get this call. This guy comes, I don't remember what the fuck he's calling about, but he's like, hey, yeah. He's like, do you like the movie Pitch Perfect? I said, yeah, I like it. It's pretty good. I like Anna Kendrick a lot. And he's like, my daughter can sing way better than all of these chicks. Like, way better. She's not in the movie, but whatever. Like, it's my favorite movie of all time. I'm word for word. Like, this is my favorite movie of all time. It used to be Face Off. But just wait.
John Travolta.
Yeah, just wait. He goes, it used to be Face Off, but John Travolta and Nick Cage are faggots. And I was like, oh my God.
Oh my
like,
God.
Word
dude.
for, and I didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
And like, he's like, yeah, John Travolta and Nick Cage, those guys are faggots. Anyway, love Pitch Perfect. Gotta go. The engine's coming up. And just fucking hung up. And I was
my
like,
God, dude.
holy shit. Which, I like that movie. It's a good movie,
Yeah.
in my opinion. I enjoy it. But the fact he just was like, boom, just, Jesus,
Yeah.
guy gives zero fucks.
Zero.
Yeah. So that was, every time I see Pitch Perfect, I think of that guy.
What if that dude's still alive, man?
Oh, probably not. I mean, I'm sure he's probably from Georgia or Alabama or one of those southern states.
I don't. No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, yeah. It's just he didn't throw the N-word in, so maybe not.
Yeah,
but
that's good.
that's good.
I've never seen Pitch Perfect. I am a fan of Anna Kendrick. You've seen The Accountant, right?
No, I heard it's fucking good though.
You son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
her and
Check out The Accountant, Ben Affleck.
my twin,
my
other
dude.
twin.
Yeah, your other twin, dude. I love Ben Affleck. The Accountant's a solid movie. I just bring that up because Anna Kendrick's in it, and she's pretty good in it. Like, she's good at everything. Face Off, I like the movie. To consider that your favorite movie,
Right.
You got to be fucked up, dude.
Right. It's been a long time since I've seen it. I don't know if it holds up. Like, it's probably been 10 years since I've seen it. So I'm not for sure if it holds up. But it does have some funny parts.
Yeah.
When he's like, when Nick Cage is walking past and he fucking grabs that nun's ass. Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, or he's like, I could eat a
Peach for hours. Yep. Yeah.
That
Yep.
shit, I still say
Yeah.
that to this
I
day.
do too.
Every time, right before sexy time.
Peach for hours.
But yeah, no, it's good. It's a fucking phenomenal movie.
Anybody who thinks like those motherfuckers are in every movie are way too many movies. I'm not a fan of either of them, really. You know. I mean, when it comes to Nicolas Cage, he was good in like Raising Arizona. I give him props for Con Air and
love
Face
Con
Off.
Air.
Other than that, like
The Rock? You didn't like
oh
him in The
yeah,
Rock?
you know I did. Okay,
Yeah, that's
there's
a
few
fucking
of them. There's a
phenomenal
few of them.
movie. Sean Connery.
Yeah, Sean Connery.
Yeah, no, that's a good movie. I don't know. I just want to just blow up some
Travolta.
fucking rockets. Or some
Yeah.
freaking rockets or whatever he says.
Yeah, John
Oh,
Travolta.
Ed Harris. Ed Harris is
Yeah,
in
Ed
that
Harris
movie?
is in it. Yep, there's some solid people in there.
Yeah.
That's a solid movie for sure. But yeah, same thing. John Travolta. He's in a shit ton of movies. I've never been a big fan of John.
What's your
Travolta.
favorite John Travolta movie?
Oh shit! I'd have to think for a while. I can't name a good one.
Well, I mean, Grease is always a classic. You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a fan of musicals, which I'm not a huge
not.
fan, but I do like Grease. Was it Saturday Night? Is it Saturday Night Fever?
Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's in that. I'm trying to think of a Battlefield Earth Can Get Fucked. That's what you get for being in Scientology. That's fucking horrible movie. I know there's some just staring out.
He was an urban cowboy. I mean, he did some old stuff
Yeah.
like recently. I can't think of anything good that he's been in. I just
hear people just yelling like, "What about this?" I'm just really that hot sauce still got me fucked up. No,
yeah, no, I either of them, and then together the movie, like it's a fucked up movie. It's
yeah.
I just to be like that's my favorite fucking movie.
Right.
Like, where are you fucking from?
Just like
Where
used
are
to
you
be
from?
Face Off, but John Travolta and Nick Cage, they're faggots.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's like you don't ever like. We have talked about that. Like that is a very harsh, derogatory word. I don't like to say it. But you get it to a point when you're not used to saying it, and you hear somebody drop it in a way like that is. I legitimately almost pissed myself. I was laughing so fucking hard. Like I don't like, and it doesn't matter to me. We've talked about this. You know, we love everybody. I have friends who are gay. I'm not trying to justify anything by saying that. I'm just everybody who knows us knows that's how we are. But just to hear that, or like the other day when you call, anytime you call me, I always like try to answer like something different. Like, yo, what up, Putz? Or yo, what it is, Day Day? That one time you called, I go, yo, what up, my nigga? And you just fucking because I know you weren't expecting it. Like that's why I did it. Yeah. So shit like that. Like every time like I'll get a call, like I'll call like Vito, like my brother. He'll be like, yo, what's going on, WAP? And like it catches me off guard every fucking time. Like racism can be funny if it's coming from a loving position. Like
it's the intent.
Yeah, exactly. We talked about it a million times. Like my favorite thing to do is to go back and forth with Danny Molina because he's Puerto Rican and historically Puerto Ricans and Italians don't get along, and that's why when he made us those fucking shirts when he was on, like come on, like that shit is fucking hilarious. Absolutely. Like I was talking to him, I was like, because during the bachelor party he came and he had lunch with us. He's like, hey man, you gonna go to paintball? Let me tell you something, man. I was okay. You ever see that stuff on Twitter? Hashtag things white people do? I was like, yeah. He goes, paintball's one of them. I ain't fucking going to paintball. I didn't even want to do it when we were in the army, but I had to.
It was probably smart of Danny to not go.
No, he would have got lit up for sure. But just, like, I had probably told this on the podcast too, but there's a time where you guys had come over to when we lived in the duplex, and I fucking went to, we're big huggers and stuff like that. Yeah. And I went to give him a hug and stuff to say goodbye, and he put out his arms. I just fucking started patting him down. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I don't want to make sure you didn't steal anything from my house. He's like, you son of a bitch. And I'll get shit like text randomly from him, most racist shit. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like when it comes, like you said, the intent from that is great. So
yeah, I mean, and like with like guys that are constantly trying to fucking break balls and to do stuff, you gotta go hard.
Yeah,
you're not just gonna offend somebody by calling them a jerk,
right?
But if you come out of nowhere and be like, "Hey, faggot," then they're gonna be like, "Jesus, well, all right, you got my attention now. Let's talk."
Right.
I mean,
yeah. So So when he said that,
and the intent is comedy.
Yeah.
The intent is to get a rise to make somebody laugh.
100%. And the best part is this guy's intent. He was serious. That's the thing. He didn't mean it as comedy. But because I'm in a corporate setting, I can't even say the word shit probably without getting rid up or whatever,
Right.
On the phone, you can't say fuck, you can't say cunt, you can't say anything like that.
Right.
To hear somebody on the other end, you can't control what they say. And I've been cussed at that job plenty where I fuck you fuck your whole family, I hope you die, shit like that. It pisses me off.
No, I don't blame them. We're all fuck Verizon.
Horizon. But when he said that, there's two calls that I remember. I worked there for 4 years on the phone. The two calls that I remember, one of them was that fucking call. Like it was absolutely fucking phenomenal. So it's just good. It's just fucking something that you're not expecting. It was
real
probably
life. That's just real life.
I worked the late shift, so when I first started there, I worked like from 3:30 to midnight. It was probably like 11 o'clock. We weren't that busy. I was just like an hour left. That night, I just want to go home and have a drink. And the fucking guy comes in with that comedy gold.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's almost like is this a real guy? Like
right?
Like I'm not a musical guy at all.
Yeah.
I don't watch any of that shit like American Idol or The Voice or any of those. I can't watch. I don't watch any TV. I don't watch news. It's all faggot stuff. But I can't do it.
Right.
So when this guy is like, I don't watch Nicolas Cage and John Travolta because they're faggots, but his favorite movie is Pitch Perfect.
Right.
It's like, what are you talking about?
Right. Yeah.
Where are you from, dude?
Absolutely.
That's those guys are gay. I'm gonna go drink my daiquiri and watch Pitch Perfect.
Right, virgin daiquiri, no whipped cream, extra strawberries,
and then tuck my dick and say, "Will you fuck me?" and put my dress on. But those guys are faggots.
Yeah, dude, I knew you would love that story. I don't remember what brought it up, but I almost told you that story. And I was like, nope, I gotta save it.
Yeah, you told me. I don't remember if we were in person.
I remember texting you.
Okay.
And I think it's probably because I was super faded and I was watching Pitch Perfect, and I was like, have I ever told you? And I know it's almost come up a couple of times in my head where I'm like, nope, I gotta save it for the podcast. Gotta save it for the cast, homie.
Yeah.
Hashtag save for cast.
Yeah, save for cast. Yeah.
So I'm glad you enjoyed it. I knew you would.
God,
those two stories are fucking. I love them.
Yeah, I just wish. Like you'd love to be able to be like, all right, let's reach out to Douche Tooth guy. Let's reach out to this Pitch Perfect guy. See where does he live? What does this guy do?
Yeah, is he still wearing Bluetooth?
Is he still right?
You know,
is this guy still watching Pitch Perfect and hating on Travolta?
The way I see it, the Bluetooth Subway guy, he was older than I was for sure. So I'll be 31 this year, which makes him at least mid 30s.
Okay.
As a black guy, he's 100% still wearing the Bluetooth. Probably wearing a tracksuit, you know what I mean? Just being smooth as fuck. Speaking of black people, I don't know if I've ever told you. Have I ever told you about my 2 favorite texts I've ever got?
No.
Oh my God. I know that's a weird ass question, and I might have brought it up before, which I say that with everything. Yeah. But there's not, I mean, how many texts do you probably send in a year? Like, thousands, millions, so you know what I mean? So to have 2 text messages that stand out of your favorite all time, one of them is with Thomas, the guy that was on our podcast, and then one of them is my younger brother. The one with Thomas is I sent him, it was like at 8, 9 in the morning. It was during one of my staycations when I was in between jobs and stuff, and I was going to go help him do something, or we're going to hang out, we're going to go do whatever. And I was like, hey, I just got up, I'm going to eat a bowl of cereal, and then I'll be out to your place. And he's like, well, you're a Pagnano. He's like, I see the size of bowls of cereal that you guys eat. I'll see you at noon. And it's just the way that because it was like 8 in the morning. Yeah. We fucking love cereal. Yeah. And I was eating a big ass bowl of cereal. So that's my second favorite text of all time. And my all time favorite text, I sent it to Maverick, and it was a video of these black guys on a subway, and they were singing a song on a subway, and I don't remember what song it was, but it was
in my head. It's Motown Philly.
right. Yeah, I'm not for sure what it was, but it was so fucking good, and they had the whole like everybody's like, oh, this is fucking good. So and there was like 5 black dudes, and all I did was send Vito the link of the video. The video's like 5 minutes long. Like 6 minutes later, I get a text all in fucking caps, and all it says is, I fucking love black people. Like, that's it. And I was just like, right? Like, it was just because the video, how smooth it was, how fucking great it was, how they got everybody into it, and they were like singing to like this little old white lady, you know, and it was just like, I fucking love black people, because I knew exactly what he meant. And so those 2, it's just funny that just text messages that stand out like that.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
I like to do, it's happened to me, and now I do it to other people, is like when somebody texts me with just like out of nowhere, and they're like, hey man, how you doing? It's been a long time. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. I heard you moved. Me and so-and-so, or you getting married, like a long thing. I always respond like, who is this?
Yeah, new phone, who this?
Yeah, who's this? Who is this?
Like, one of my friends. Because
then they're always like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, one of my friends is Ashley, Rob's wife. Ashley, so I work with her at where I work at, and we can get free, like through insurance, like my wife can get she got a free breast pump with our insurance, and you can also get like, and you also get like you can get a car seat either for free or like at a discounted price. So I was just trying to go over all this because she had just gone through it with her kid, and so she lists out like this fucking, like as soon as you get the text message, it like takes out, it knocks all the other ones all the way up, and it's like 2 paragraphs or whatever. So I just read through it all, and then I just responded with K, like K and sin, and then I just went ha 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 ha, just joking. I just wanted to, and like literally as I'm typing like ha ha ha, just joking. I want to do that. She's like, fuck you. She's like, really? I was like, no, I just wanted to do that because the text message is so like I fucking hate when people do that. Yeah. But I mean, boom, it just K.
Yup, I do that too.
That wasn't that. I mean, it was less than a year ago when that happened. So it's pretty fucking good.
All right,
so
you need to stall for me. I'll be right back.
Stall, Jesus! You just leave me hanging like that, you son of a bitch.
Oh, it's on the TV there.
Oh yeah, we could go over that. I don't know how this went. So obviously we listened to the '80s, and then I went to the Jimmy Fallon video, and Jimmy Fallon was with, like we said, the video of Jack Black, and so then it got on to the School of Rock stuff. So School of Rock videos where they did like the reunion, which I didn't know they did apparently. Then they had like some the original like casting call. So I don't know if it was of like the actors and stuff listening or what, but now it's on. It looks like it's Dancing with the Stars, or like a version of that. And I'm not for sure if we're even still on 80s music, but the person hosting, I feel like I should know who it is. She looks like an older actress. What is it? What the fuck is that? Is it Strict City? That doesn't even fucking make any sense. Oh, it's a BBC thing. Oh, Strictly Come Dance. Yeah, Strictly Come Dance. So that's what we're fucking on now. Georgia May Foote and Giovanni Pensi. So it's some BBC Dancing with the Stars shit. Now it's your turn. I gotta piss now.
Oh, get some. Get some, dude.
Yay!
Yeah, I don't know how it gets to this shit on YouTube. I know we were hoping it was going to somehow get to Japanese porn. It didn't, but we'll fucking adapt. We'll still... It's only on in the background anyway. I can hardly see it. But maybe eventually we'll get to some Japanese porn. So yeah, once Pax comes back, I want to talk about the Chicago trip quick. It was a while back. I don't even remember everything that happened in Chicago, but it's one of my favorite cities. Fucking love Chicago. And after that, we'll probably wrap it up here soon. We're at 2 hours and 45 minutes. There's a bunch of shit on my soft outline, but we're just not going to get to it. But we got more podcasts coming up, so we'll get to everything. If you haven't been to Chicago, especially if you're around where I live, it's not far. Go there, check it out. It's one of my favorite cities on the planet, in the world. Food city, it's an entertainment city, but it's still Midwest, so everybody's pretty laid back. Everybody's pretty cool. It's not like when you go to the East Coast, but hey, Pags, what's up, buddy?
Oh, what's going on there, bud?
Hey, bud.
Yeah,
hey, guy. What's up, guy?
We never told that about during the thing. So, were you in the middle of something? I don't want to interrupt.
Nope.
Okay.
Just talking about Chicago. I'll talk about it after.
Okay, so I'm very influenced by stuff that I hear a lot. I think like most people are. Mm-hmm. So one example is I listen to Bill Burr's podcast, and he comes out with a podcast twice a week. His podcast is the Monday morning podcast. Mm-hmm. So it comes out on Monday, and it's usually anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half. And it's his full thing where he just rants on whatever he wants to rant, and then he does ads, and then he answers questions. People email him, which, by the way, you fucks need to email in some questions, nastyandfriends@gmail. So people email him, and he answers questions, gives advice. It's fucking hilarious. Then on Thursday, he only goes for about a half hour to 45 minutes, and the podcast itself is like an hour to 2 hours long, because then he just... At the end of every Thursday podcast, he just puts on like a former Monday morning podcast at the end. I never listen to the end of that. I only listen to the new stuff. So anyway, but the way Bill Burr talks, and I've said it a million times on this podcast, but when he says lady, he says lady. So if you ever hear me in a story, or like now, every time I type out lady or I see lady and I read it in my head, it's lady. So which I know you've heard me say a million times. Oh, yeah. So because I listen to him, I hear that. That's just one example. There's I said it earlier today, also on his podcast. He talks about when anybody says for me. It's just the way that he says it. So there's a YouTube video, or there's a YouTube channel out there, and it's called Unbox Therapy. And this guy's name, Lou. Mm-hmm. So he's from Canada, and he just unboxed all this tech. And I love the channel. I watch every video that he puts up. Well, he's from Canada, and recently he just started saying, "Bud, what's going on there, bud?" And he says it just like that. Well, because he said it in like fucking 10 videos in a row, I couldn't fucking help myself. Yeah. So the night of the fucking bachelor party. Anytime somebody walk up, I'm like, "What's going on there, bud? How you doing, bud?" And I just kept fucking doing it, and it was so bad you noticed.
Yeah.
You know, she's like, "Why are you saying that?" So I had told you, and you're like, "Well, what I think's funny is like, what's worse is when somebody says guy.
Yeah.
What up, guy?
Yeah.
How are you, guy?
Yeah.
Because you're like, it's just so impersonal. It just sounds fucking awful. So from that point on, the rest of the night, every time somebody come up, I'm like, "What's going on there, bud?" You were like, "Yeah, guy." Like we just kept fucking hit with the 1-2 punch. It was great.
They're probably like, that has to throw people off.
Yeah, and it'll die down. I'm easily influenced by shit like funny shit like that I find funny. So
that is funny, dude. Throughout the years, for some reason, probably because of the mainstream media and their propaganda, I did not like Canada and I did not like Canadians.
Right.
I thought of them as our enemy. I thought of them as inferior to us. I thought of them as just worthless.
I mean, honestly,
disgusting.
They eat too
beasts.
much maple syrup. The way
Beasts.
I see it.
I looked at them as beasts. You know. Now, fuck, I love Canadians, dude. Every Epic Mealtime started turning me, and then Maddie Matheson, and when you hear about how things are, I've never been to Canada, dude.
No, me neither.
Never.
I want to go for sure.
Drake,
yeah,
perfect example. Fuck, he's a nice guy, man.
Yeah.
I want to go to Canada. I'm fond of Canadians. I embrace them. You know, same thing with Mexico. I never had a beef with Mexico, but I'm one of those people that are like, nope, they're our fucking neighbors. I love Mexicans. I love Canadians. I don't meet as many Canadians as Mexicans, but I'm sure they're good people too. But no, I'm like, I'm all about Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bud.
So, yeah, bud. Yeah, guy.
They just got too much snow for me, man. I still want to go. I heard it's
cold.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would go to Quebec. I don't know a lot of French. And when I mean I don't know a lot of French, I don't know but like one word, and that's oui oui, and I don't even think that's a fucking word.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I 100% agree. We should go. That's it. Nasty and Friends on the road. We'll go podcast up there, bud.
Yeah, guy. No, I'm down to go to Canada, but I'm not fucking with Quebec or the French. Bunch of faggots out there. But I will go to Canada. The French Canadians know. Everybody else in Canada, yeah, they seem like really good people, nice people, humble. I always love the memes.
Yeah.
When it's like somebody has a sign that says, I'm mad as heck, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you see the GIF of, which I know you like to say GIF, you fuck.
Yeah.
But the GIF of the Canadian riots? Have you ever seen that one?
I don't know.
I'll just show it to you, but it's just the guy who was just like, the Canadian riots got out of control. And it says like they're in like Toronto or something. The guy standing there, he just like looks at this trash can, just like knocks it over and walks away. Like, it's just one guy and like, that's it. It's awesome.
Yeah, shouts out to Canada, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Respect.
Yeah,
respect,
absolutely.
Man. They're not bombing countries or doing anything pretty crazy. They're just making poutine. Oh shit! The last Hot Ones with the dude from Canada. Did you watch that one? It was 2 weeks ago.
No,
the Canadian.
I don't think
excuse
so.
me. Actor. I can't think of his name.
No, I don't think so. Usually, if I don't know him, I don't know a lot of them. I don't usually watch it.
He was really funny, and he gets in. He's Canadian, which is suiting for the topic.
Yeah, bud.
And he talks about Canada. He's like, for a while we had our own thing. We had poutine, and he goes on a couple other things. He's like, all that's gone. Now we don't have anything that's our own anymore. But shouts out Canada.
Yeah.
Check out that. I wish I knew his name. He was new to me until I watched that Hot Ones. But no, he was very entertaining.
Dude, that's fucking awesome. Yeah, I'll have to check it out for sure.
Anyway, I want to talk to you about Chirac a little bit.
All right.
Just because I fucking love it. You've been to Chicago.
Oh. Have we been to Chicago? Remember the last podcast with Chubbs and Rob? Have we been to Chicago? I know you're a little faded, but...
Well, I'm still faded from the hot sauce, and I've been sipping on Tito's and some Yingling.
Yeah, we went through that bottle of Crown in the first 2 hours?
Yeah. That'll do it.
Yeah.
No, I love Chicago. Camus has never been to Chicago, so we just took a trip. We asked the boys if they wanted to go, and they were like, what? Chirac? Fuck, they didn't say fuck no, but they're like, no, we don't want to go. Yeah. I was like, dude, I'm telling you guys will love Chicago. They said no. I said... You know what? Even better.
Yep.
It's an adult trip only, and next time we go,
your mother.
Yeah, next time we go, we'll go and do stuff for the kids and go to some of the museums and other stuff. But now it's just
That's
an adult
awesome.
trip. So me and Camus went there. We drove. We parked at a long-term. We stayed at the Omni downtown Chicago.
Okay.
The goddamn parking there. They wanted like $89 a night or something.
Oh my! Like
Something
in the hotel parking
In the
lot?
hotel, a night.
No, that should be like part of the deal, like
Yep.
when you pay.
Well, that's the same thing when we all stayed in San Francisco at the Marriott.
Yeah.
They wanted like $80 for parking there, and it's like, what the fuck? Like a lot of bigger cities do that.
Cunts.
And looking it up, I was like, we got to figure something out. Chicago is named as the worst parking city in America.
I didn't realize, and we might have brought it up on that podcast, but all the toll roads, which I get, but
Pennsylvania like that too.
yeah, but the lady said that that we talked to, she said like I guess as far as like travel wise, like Chicago has like like there's so many people who go there to visit.
Yeah.
So like yeah, I mean it's insane.
Hey, the roads were nice.
Yeah.
Give 'em that.
There you go.
But so I'm like, we got to figure this out. In Chicago, we're not gonna, because if we would have drove into the Omni, $90 a night to park, plus if we were going to like a restaurant, $20 to park there, whatever. I'm like, we're gonna be either taking an Uber or we're gonna take the L train.
Right.
So we parked at Midway, our long-term parking garage by Midway. That was like $8 a day, and then we just Ubered into the Omni, which was $24. And then from there, we took the train. A couple places we went to the pier. They didn't have the train doesn't go to the pier. We took an Uber. It was $6 or something like that there, and then maybe $6 back. Other than that, yeah, we took the train everywhere or walked. And
Nice.
it was fucking awesome. Everything worked out super smooth. We hit up is that Paisanos or whatever for pizza?
Yeah.
And then did some bar hopping. We took an architectural tour up the river, which was highly recommended. I've never done that before. I've been to Chicago a couple times, never done that before. I did that. It was fantastic.
So explain that. What is that exactly?
There's a bunch of tours that it's a boat tour up the river.
Okay.
The one that was highly...
Was Frank Reynolds driving the boat?
yeah. It wasn't the Schuylkill River. No, it was all volunteers that worked for the tourist society. They highly knowledgeable on the subject.
Yeah.
The lady that did our tour was awesome. It was a hour and a half tour, full bar. We got on the boat and they just went up the river and it splits. And so you go up and down and then back, and then you go to the Lake Michigan. It doesn't go onto the lake, but you go to where the river and Lake Michigan meet.
Yeah.
But they just talk about the different buildings in the city, and then you're just on the board. I mean,
that's fucking awesome. I would love to do so. I've never done anything like that in any city.
I've never done that, and it was fucking. We loved it.
How much was it, if you don't mind me asking?
I think it was like $40 a person.
Dude, that's not bad.
No, it was worth it.
How long of a trip?
An hour and a half.
Oh yeah, that's not bad at all.
And the bar wasn't super expensive. It was sunny weather. It was,
fuck yeah. It would have sucked if it was raining or something. But.
Yeah, I think that. Right when I had my furlough, so I had my vacation.
Okay,
so we did the spring game, did a couple things, and then we went to Chicago the next weekend. And we did Wrigleyville one day. Wrigleyville was great for people who have been in Chicago. Wrigley Field is where the Cubs play, and the whole area around that is called Wrigleyville.
Yeah, well, right next to one of those bars is the incident with the wheelchair guy.
And we saw a black dude in a wheelchair. He was old as fuck.
Well, because I told you. I said when you left, I texted you. I said, hey, if you see a black guy in a wheelchair, tell him I said what's up.
Yeah, so I asked Cam, I was like, you think that's the Texas dude? Wrigleyville was awesome because the Cubs were playing, but they were playing in Cincinnati or something.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't out of control down there.
Nice.
So we just bar hopped.
Yeah.
Beautiful weather.
Yeah.
We just bar hopped and ate and talked to people, and so we did that. What else did we do? We went to see the Magic Bean.
Oh yeah, dude, you got to see that. That's awesome.
Seen it in person.
Yeah, I've seen it, and any chance you get to go, I know a lot of people say don't do that. When you go, find somebody local, ask them what to go see. I think if you ever go to a city the first time you ever go, in my opinion, you should go see those sites. When we went to New York City, I want to go.
Square.
Yeah, I want to go to Times Square. I want to go see Statue of Liberty.
Yes.
Just say I've seen it. Then next time you go, then yes.
Then do some local stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I 100% agree with that. Yeah,
for sure. I don't know why you wouldn't. Why would you go to New York and not go to Times Square?
Right. I don't know.
Fucking douchebags. But no, saw the Bean. We just kind of walked around and just took in the city, ate a lot. Chicago's a major food city.
Yeah.
They got everything you need.
Did you get a dog?
Yes, we did. That park right where the Magic Bean is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And we just got a street dog with like Chicago style with everything on it.
And the thing is, I don't like a lot of that stuff. But if I'm in Chicago and I'm getting a dog, I'm gonna get a Chicago style, and I'll eat through it. I don't give a shit if I don't like it or not, unless it has pickles, because my fucking hatred for pickles.
Yeah, and I think
other
ours
than
had
that,
pickles on it.
I would. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of just like raw onions. I'm not a huge fan of mustard, but I would eat that if you have to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For sure. The deep dish pizzas, I love that. I love the L train is convenient. I mean, we took that most of the place. Went down to the pier, hung out down there.
I love Navy Pier. It's so fucking
The Navy Pier is fucking awesome. Everything about Chicago was awesome. We stayed right there on the Omni, which is downtown, which is right on Michigan Avenue, which is the Magnificent Mile, they call that, with all the shopping and everything there. No, it just worked out great. We got a voucher. Something was wrong with our... I had complained about something in the room, so they gave us like an $80.
Complained about something, you don't remember what it was.
I can't remember what it was. It's like a dirty sheet or something.
Yeah, it's still... Yeah, you should complain.
Yeah,
about
right. So
you're not one of those people. You don't complain to complain. Like if it's something
legit, I will complain. If not, I'm not looking for anything.
We didn't say it during the bachelor party when you were talking to the DJ. Yeah. God damn, I almost fucking pissed myself. This poor weird guy, poor sap, man. Yeah. When anybody that's the thing. If people don't know you, like a lot of the times, like sometimes I don't even know if you're. I'm like, are you just busting his balls? You're like, no, fuck that. Like, and I thought you were joking the whole time. You're like, no, I was dead serious. Yeah. So yeah, anytime you go after somebody like that, and like I said, you're never an asshole. You're never a dick about it.
Explain what I said about the DJ.
So yeah, the DJ comes up, and DJ usually people who haven't gone to weddings or are unfamiliar. 90% of the time, I guess any wedding that I've ever gone to, the DJ releases tables to eat. So then as he's doing that, he usually takes requests for music. And so he came up to our table. He's like, you got any requests for music? And you're like, yeah, I got a request. Can you not play any of that shitty wedding music? Like, I don't know if you said it exactly like that, but you said something to that. You're like, yeah, I don't care. You don't have to play Shout. You don't have to play the chicken dance.
Wild Thing.
Yeah, you don't.
Ice Baby.
Yeah, don't play any of that.
Whoop, there it is.
Yeah, like, no, we don't. And he was like, I don't know if he was like newer at it, but he's like, I think he thought maybe, you were joking or something, or he thought you were joking. But I was fucking dying laughing. The whole table's laughing. Camus is laughing her ass off.
Camus knew I was serious.
No, I know you were serious because you mentioned to me before. You're like, fuck, that's what I hate the most about weddings.
Right, white people weddings.
Yeah, oh yeah, of course.
Not to be racist.
I've never been to any other wedding type of wedding, so.
Tooth, there it is. Wild Thing, Ice Baby, the chicken dance, like all those. It's like, let's not play shitty 90s rap.
I got a little thing. I'll argue with you when it comes to the chicken dance, and
that gets people involved. People dance. I can handle that.
The only reason why I fucking hate the chicken dance.
Okay.
But if you have never done a chicken dance at a wedding with Chubbs, a friend of the podcast, he's been on the podcast. You are not living life.
No shit.
I never see anybody more happy. It is literally. I'm not building this up. Okay. I'm not joking. It is literally like a fucking kid. As soon as that, he fucking he's like the biggest smile during the whole. I don't know why, but he absolutely loves it. And when he was the best man at a wedding, and I can't remember if we told this on the podcast when that they were on, but they got so drunk before. So when he's giving his speech, he's holding the microphone. He's like, everybody's doing the chicken dance with me tonight. Everybody's like, and he starts pointing. People's like, chicken dance, chicken dance, chicken dance. It is literally the worst best man speech I've ever heard. Like, I was sitting, because at the time, it was a bunch of Applebee's people, because it was his best friend who was like a manager at Applebee's, and that's how we all met. And this person next to me, she's like, grabbing, she's like, oh my God, I have to leave. Like, I am so embarrassed for him. And I am just laughing my dick off at this point. But he's just like, so now that's one of our inside jokes. We'll just go around like chicken dance. So I made next wedding that I'm at with Chubbs, I'm just gonna invite you and Camus so you guys can come do the chicken dance with Chubbs. I'm telling anybody who ever gets a chance, we may just do it. You know what we should do? We're gonna fucking throw a Nasty and Friends party. Yeah, that's what we should. We should throw a Nasty and Friends party for everybody who listens to it. We'll cover the food. We'll figure out the alcohol, and we're definitely playing the chicken dance, so everybody can do it with Chubbs. Fuck, that's 100%. So I didn't mean to derail you, but I'm telling you, I've done it multiple times. Like probably 3 weddings that I can think of just off the top of my head.
Okay.
I can't remember if we did it at our wedding or not. It's kind of doesn't because I was like, trying to see other people.
Yeah.
But it's the best. He's so happy. He just gets so happy. And he sent me an article the other day that a friend sent to him. It was like 19 things that people should stop doing at weddings, and one of them was the chicken dance. And he's like, "Fuck that! I will never not do a chicken dance at a wedding." So, but it's great. He's so happy. I don't get it, but it's the best. Shouts out, Chubbs.
Drinks.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, Chubbs shouts out, and yeah, I just that one I could handle because people are dancing.
Yeah,
some of the other ones are just like.
I know exactly what
everybody
you mean.
loves old 90s hip hop. Like,
yeah.
I don't like that. Baby Got Back, like, I hate that song. I know people like it. I'm like, I don't. If I never heard Baby Got Back again, I would not be disappointed.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I mean, I get it. I get the appeal of it.
I think maybe they think it. Young people like it. Old people like it.
Yeah.
Like me, I'm like, fuck, just play some new shit. Who gives a fuck?
Right.
You know? People will dance, play good music. You need to get some DJ fucking Khaled in there.
I'm really curious to see how, because Vito and B, his fiance, they get married in October, and I'm really curious to see how because Maverick, he probably out of anybody I know, he loves the most a range of music. Like, he knows so many country songs, he knows so many 80s songs. He loves rap too. Okay. Like, I mean, not as much as like he probably doesn't. He might know who Travis Scott is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, not that, but like you play some old rap or like some newer rap, like he's gonna know.
Okay.
And so just to hear what is gonna play at his wedding, to me, is for me, it's gonna be kind of cool, but it's gonna be back home where a lot of people are country. So probably mainly country if I were to guess. Okay. But I don't know. I mean, he's gonna like obviously my mom and everybody's gonna be there, so he's gonna play music for them. Okay. So I
can't wait.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
I guess I didn't get an invite yet, but I'm hoping I go. And
if not, this is your invite right now. Like, I'm telling you, you guys should just come down, just hang out. And, yeah, I mean, you're light enough. You should be all right.
Yeah, I should be all right. I'll bring a heater just in case.
Yeah, it'll be awesome for sure. So anyway, get back to Chicago. I didn't mean to derail this.
No,
shit.
There's just a couple more things about Chicago, and then we got to wrap this. Up.
Yeah, for sure.
We did go to the Willis Tower, which is the Sears Tower.
Yeah.
To be real, and stood in line. They went to the 103rd story. Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool because you got to go through security, which sucks. Yeah. I had a knife on me. And it was like
that's happened to you at an airport, too.
Yeah, I tossed it. In L.A. I was in L.A.
Yeah.
I drove to L.A., and on the flight back, it was a knife. It was like a $60 knife, which isn't, I can't remember if it was a Benchmade or what.
Yeah.
But I was like, ugh. Like, I'm like, did you want it? Like, the security guy's like, I can't. And I fucking just tossed my nice knife into the trash. And this lady behind me is like, "Hi, are you military?" I said, "Yeah." She's like, "Yeah, my son. Same thing happened to my son." I'm like, "Yeah, fuck." Anyway, so I'm like, in line.
Didn't mean to get you upset. Sorry.
No, it's fine. So I'm in line and I'm like, "Fuck, I don't want to. I'm not going back to the car." No, we didn't have a car. I don't know. There was no backup plan. I mean, we would have had to take the train. We walked, took the train. So anyway, what I did was Cam was like, just fucking stash it somewhere. And I said, okay, I'm going to look. So I went to the bathroom. Underneath there's like a row of like 12
They
sinks.
got you on camera thinking you're trying to hide shit.
It's like a row of 12 sinks and the end of it was open. I just threw my knife in there.
Smart.
Went through security. Went up to in the elevator. It goes, it's 103 stories. On the way up, it goes up fast.
Yeah.
It took 60 seconds, which seems like a long time, but that's a long distance to travel.
Yeah,
but on the way up, it's like we're passing this building, this, and like world's tallest buildings. And then we got up there and just walked around, and they had merchandise. We didn't buy anything, but they have those glass shelves that are made out of really strong plexiglass. I think it said it supports like 4 tons or something like that. It sucked because we had to wait in line to get on it, and everybody just took pictures. There were seriously chicks there that were like laying on the ground. Somebody would take a picture. They'd look at it. Oh, I'll take another one. So finally we got in it, and it's fucking cool as shit. I'm like, yeah, we'll take some pictures, but we just took a few pictures.
Right.
And then I just wanted to enjoy the moment, man. That's what I want to enjoy the moment. So it's plexiglass. You look straight down, and it's 103 stories to the street below.
Oh,
then you see the horizon.
Oh, yeah. It's freaky as shit.
Incredible.
Dude.
Yeah, it's incredible. So we enjoyed that. And What else? We did a couple other things. I can't think of everything, but it was such a good time.
Awesome.
We had that $80. We had this breakfast in the hotel at the Omni the day we left, and it was a really fucking good breakfast. Everything was super expensive. We had an $80 coupon. We still ended up spending $20.
God damn,
yeah.
Dude,
so
that's
it was
fucking awesome.
$100 breakfast. But yeah, it was fucking upscale. I would never pay $100 for a breakfast. But we only had to pay $20, you know. But I mean, the orange juice and coffee was like $20 or something. So yeah, and then the food was good. But yeah, other than that, Chicago was fucking fantastic.
I wasn't ignoring you.
Oh no, it's
checking
all good.
In with our other guests. Sorry.
No, it's all good. It was fantastic. Yeah. One of the nights we were just bar hopping. We ended up watching some of the fights at some bar.
Yeah.
And, I just love Chicago, man. If you haven't been, check it out. It's not far. It's a great city. If you like food like we do.
Dude, I love Chicago. We I think JPEGs and I, because there's the Amtrak runs from our hometown all the way to Chicago.
Okay.
It's only like they say 8 hours. It's probably longer because Amtrak's always late.
Yeah, and it's overnight, so you can sleep. They got the same thing from here to Denver,
and
Utah, and
yeah, absolutely. So that's fucking great. But yeah, that's fucking, dude. That's I'm so glad you guys had a good time. I think I would love for I think us four should roll back to Chicago like all together sometime.
That'd be fantastic.
And, you know, I mean, because like you said, it's fucking close. You can get there in a day. You know, but yeah.
It's a cool little trip. And that L train, I can't remember how much it was. For a 4-day train pass, it was maybe $30 a person. I might be $20. Might have been 20, but and then the train goes almost everywhere you want to go.
Yeah.
And it's easy to follow. I've been to a couple cities where international cities are bad. Like France was bad. Korea was the worst.
I bet
people are not friendly there. And
I went to the Tube in London though.
Yeah,
absolutely phenomenal.
Oh,
so
really?
The worst part about it was there's certain places where you couldn't take because they were on strike.
Okay,
so that kind of sucks. But super easy to get around.
Oh, good.
And anybody that we had asked were super friendly. Plus they speak English.
Yes.
So that's
sure.
pretty nice. But yeah, just seriously super fucking easy to get around. So I want to go back to London. So when we take Nasty and Friends on the road, we're gonna make an international trip to London sure.
So we got what was the first one?
Just gonna throw a Nasty and
Canada?
Friends. Canada,
London
for international. We're gonna throw a party for. We honestly should. I would love just to
we'll start talking about that.
You know what? What we'll do is we'll just announce when we do it. We're just gonna only announce it on the podcast. I'm not gonna tell anybody.
Okay.
Well, I say maybe tell Chubbs, but Chubbs listens to every episode. I just don't know how quick he does. But we'll do it. We'll set it like 2 months in advance. Like, hey. We're here, like food, drinks on us, like come here, whatever. We'll only announce on podcast. Don't put it anywhere else. Just see who all shows up.
That only sucks because
it'll be you, me, and Camus.
Yeah, that only sucks because then if a bunch of people show up and they didn't RSVP, you know what I mean? Like it's like
I know.
We'll have like way too much food.
We should do it though, and then just maybe have just like a podcast run for like 2 hours, and just whoever wants to sit in.
Oh my god,
you know what I mean? Just either one of us or neither one of us have to be there. We can have whoever wants just join in into the conversation for the podcast. I don't know, something.
Oh, I love
something
it. I love it. I love it, dude.
Yeah,
I love it.
I think that's awesome.
I love it.
Just get more people together for whatever reason.
It's an excuse, bringing people together. That's what it's about.
Well, that's fucking tits.
I say we wrap this thing up. We're over 3
absolutely.
hours.
Yeah, and it's gonna probably take a while to wrap it up. So. Do you want to go shouts out or fuck yous first?
Yeah, I could do that for sure.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to our main man, Tyler Robinson.
Yep.
He's fighting
June 3rd,
VFC.
Yep. Good luck, brother, man. That's fucking awesome. Thanks again for wearing our logo. He just asked if he could. We're not paying him to do it or anything like that. He's like, hey, I want to support you guys.
Yeah.
And that's fucking awesome. When we get pictures, he said he's gonna be sending pictures. Hopefully they come this week.
Yeah.
We'll post pictures, but that's fucking awesome. He's gonna kill it. If not, he's gonna fucking lay his heart out there. I know that at the minimum. So
absolutely,
definitely, man. I know you'll be sending out my love because you'll be there, keep me updated. But yeah, mad shouts out to him.
I want to give a shout out to Volcanic Peppers in
our
hometown, making some fucking nice sauces, some hot sauces, some delicious shit. So shouts out to them. And then shouts out to Marissa Tomei for just being a great actress and being fine as hell for a long time. You know,
no doubt.
Only fuck yous I have for this is Horizon Wireless.
Yeah, nice. Dude, I got a list here. So shouts out. I want to give a shouts out to Joey.
Okay.
He's been on the podcast before.
Yes.
You guys know that story, but the reason I want to give him a shouts out
he didn't get shot again, did he?
No. Nope. But what he fucking... The way he tore me down on Twitter a couple weeks ago was absolutely beautiful. For anybody who doesn't know, like I said, we always fucking go back and forth.
Was this about the Google Fiber?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is... we always... it's always a battle. You always got to... And like how I explained it on Facebook when I posted it, I was like, you're always in a battle, especially with the friends that we have. Sometimes you don't even know you're in a battle. And the other day, I got beat. I got knocked the fuck out so hard. I had tears because I was laughing so fucking hard. I was not expecting it. I had just tweeted out, not at anybody, just out. I was like, I'm slowly becoming the older... I'm slowly becoming the dad who's like, doesn't know like what's in and what's cool. I'm slowly fading out of that, and I go, and I think that's cool. There's something to that effect.
Yeah,
and I go, I love that it's happening. And all he did was he tweeted back. He goes, well, at least you have the dad bod for it and a kissy face, and that was it. And I was like, dude, I laughed so fucking hard when I saw it. I was like, dude, he came hard. Like the uppercut, fucking nailed it. Yeah. I'm like, that's perfect. So shouts out to him.
Shouts out Joey.
Yeah, that was fucking phenomenal. And I like took a screenshot of it. I got his permission to post it. Because you never know. And I posted on Facebook, and I did this whole thing, and I go, when you have friends like mine, blah, 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 you never know in your battle. Tonight I lost. Mad respect. So shout out to him for
Spitting
that.
venom, dude. I love it.
Yeah, it's fucking phenomenal. Shouts out to Mimi and Rob.
Yes.
Again, thanks for inviting us. It was fucking beautiful wedding. She's beautiful. The fucking bachelor party is one of the best, for sure. Shouts out to Bluetooth Subway guy. Like, he's fucking still do your thing, man. That was fucking awesome. Shouts out to Canada and London. Like, we'll be there for sure. That's fucking awesome. Just because we've only mentioned it once, it needs to be mentioned more. Shouts out to It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Yes. Like, can't fucking wait. I know Spencer had sent something. I don't know if Dennis is coming back. Like, he sent me this article. He has to.
I saw something also, like they might take this year off and then do the next episode a year following.
I don't know. I don't know. As long as they just keep fucking doing what they're doing, I don't want any of the main characters to leave. So, so then move on to fuck yous. Fuck you to the Make It Death Sauce for real.
Yeah.
Blair's Make It Death Sauce.
Fuck you,
that
Blair.
sucked absolutely.
And Dave's Atomic. I mean, there's no need for that.
Yeah, no, it's unnecessary. And I only have two fuck yous. The last fuck you is fuck you to Large Curd Cottage Cheese. Because that shit is fucking... It's too much.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even deal with it right now. So, dude, it's fucking great. It's great to be back. We're going to fucking end this here soon. We're going to fucking regroup. We're going to fucking feast. Our guest is hopefully on the way or coming soon. So that's going to be fucking awesome. This is so fucking happy to be back, man. Yeah. Anything else? I guess one last shouts out. We're probably going to post this on Memorial Day, which will be Monday. So shouts out to anybody who's ever given up their life or any family members who's ever had to deal with that for this country to be great. I absolutely love this country. It needs work like anything else.
Absolutely.
But it's fucking awesome. You've done something that I can't even fucking fathom. And the fact, that you can do that. And the reason why we have the freedoms that we have are because of anybody who's ever served and who has ever especially died for this country. So it's... Go ahead.
Yeah, and I was just gonna say, don't. Some people almost come off angry about Memorial Day weekend. Mm-hmm. Don't ever think that you can't enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the weather, enjoy the barbecue, enjoy friends and family, enjoy all that stuff because that's the stuff that soldiers help provide for us.
Yep, exactly.
But just at some point in this weekend, think and think about. Don't forget about the soldiers that's died. To make all these things possible, that sacrifice their life and sacrifice everything. So just don't forget about them, but don't feel guilty.
I 100% agree with that. You don't have to feel guilty. No. Like, the reason why you have that opportunity to do it is because of those guys and male and females. Yeah. Guys, girls, whatever you want to. Guys is encompassing. Yeah. So
and I think some people they come off on social media, whatever, like, listen, motherfucker, this weekend isn't about this. It's like, whoa, calm down.
Right.
I know you want people to. It's Memorial Day weekend. We're remembering the fallen, but it's okay. It's okay to enjoy life. Yeah. That's what you have to enjoy life. And for some this weekend is a lot harder than it is for others.
Well, my hometown, 200 people lost a soldier who was from that town that had died over in the Iraq War. So obviously you're super close to it. We're in the military, so we get it. But yeah, I agree. I mean, they just don't. let them die, but you don't have to be a fucking dick about it either. So
Right.
like
No,
you said,
right.
I 100% agree with that. Couldn't agree with it more, so that's fucking awesome. Yeah, guys, Nasty and Friends on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Send us in questions. We have one question in. We'll probably answer it here tomorrow morning, which you guys won't hear that for like 3 weeks.
Yep.
Coming out. But yeah, send in questions. We love it. It's one of our favorite things to do.
Yep.
Anything else?
No, sir.
All right, guys. Remember, life is simple. Don't be a dick. Seriously, stop fucking being a dick. Night sluts.
On the day that Corby and JTT became friends, another life-changing event was happening a few states away that would change Corby's life. Tina, or Mom Number 1, the real bitch as you know her, was picking up Corby's son Ogden from summer school classes. It is safe to say that any kid of Corby's would be in summer school due to genetics. Ogden got his name from the city he was conceived in. On this day, Ogden's life changed drastically. As Ogden was exiting the school to meet his mom, as she waited in her car, he tripped and fell down the steps in front of the school. As he was lying on the ground, he started grabbing his books that he pretended he could read. As he picked up the last of his books, he stood up to walk towards the car again. When he stood up, he found himself face to face with Bort, the school bully. Bort was the bully, because Bort was the big kid. Bort was the big kid because he took the 3rd grade 3 times. Bort looked directly into Ogden's shit face and instructed Ogden to get out of the way. Ogden tried to move, but it wasn't fast enough. Bort was looking for any reason to start a fight. Bort pushed Ogden towards his mom's car. Just as Ogden started to fall, Tina got a phone call from her ex-boyfriend Steve. He explained that he just got a 1/4 pound of weed and needed help packaging it. Tina was a sucker for ex-boyfriends. She did and said anything they told her. So as instructed, she drove off, peeling out of the parking lot without her son. Little did Tina know that as Ogden was falling, he reached out to her car to break his fall. He tried to grab the passenger side mirror, but he missed and fell past it. His arm ended up inside the passenger compartment and his sleeve became stuck on the manual lock mechanism. Tina didn't notice and drove like an animal on her way to please Steve. Ogden was dragged about 3 blocks before his weak shoulder joint gave out. As his shoulder was dislocated, Tina made a hard left turn, and as you can imagine, Ogden went spinning around the corner. His arm and upper body did the thing you do when you are wringing out a dish rag, and on the 3rd spin, the damn thing ripped off. His whole arm ripped off. Ogden laid motionless in the street until he regained consciousness. Once awake, he realized his arm had been ripped off like a fat kid twisting Oreos. He screamed and passed out like a little bitch. Ogden once again woke up, but this time in a hospital. He was questioned by the doctors about the events that led him to waking up in the hospital. Ogden knew his father would never want to snitch on Bort for pushing him into a moving car, but Ogden wanted to protect his mother, so Ogden did the only thing his father ever told him not to do. Ogden sang like a bird. He snitched on Bort and forever lost the trust of his father.
Motherfucker, yeah, yeah!